Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sancho Live, Sancho Afternoon Edition. I'm going to wait. This is kind of a impromptu thing. Monday night, a 27-year-old black man, Walter Wallace Jr., was fatally shot by Philadelphia police. And there have been a lot of protests going on in Philadelphia. And I wanted to cover this subject right now. We have very little footage besides one video that has gone viral, and that is what we're going to show right now and discuss. I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here right now and listening to El Sancho during the day. Everybody's been asking me to do some more day streams, so here I am, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to fucking go. Ready to go. Police shooting of Walter Wallace Jr., everybody. Let's check this out, break it down. And panel link is in the chat right now. Right there. So anybody want to join? I hope to God Streamlabs is working. Because right now my YouTube StreamYard is frozen. So give me 1 second. All right, there you go. So that works now. Everything's frozen right now on my end. So bear with me, guys. All right, so let's break down the shooting. And Chad Sinclair is the person apparently who got it on recording. We're going to kind of play it in full speed, and then we'll break it down to everything else after that. All right.
Put the knife down. Man shot and killed by the police in West Philadelphia.
Police say the call for a person with a weapon came in just before 3 p.m. On the scene, police say that they found a male with a knife. He was ordered to drop it several times.
Warning, this is the police shooting video of Walter Wallace Jr.
Oh! It backed up and shot him.
Philadelphia cops fatally shoot Walter Wallace Jr. today, firing 10 plus times at
10 feet away.
Placed at least 10 feet away. He allegedly had a knife, but cops made no attempts at de-escalating the situation in this video. They went straight to killing Wallace in front of his loved ones.
Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Bro, they just killed them in front of me! Oh, God! Yo!
He continued to follow the officers, apparently, and then 2 officers fired. 1 officer then took the suspect to the hospital where the suspect died.
Do you believe the police are justified in self-defense because he had a knife and he was running at them? Or do you believe that they should try to just de-escalate it by using like a taser or other means? This is absolute in front of his loved ones.
That's a great question. Oh! All right, so holy fuck. I mean, let me kind of go to the slow-mo version of this real quick, guys. My StreamYard chat is not working right now, guys. So just a heads up. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just not seeing anybody right now. Let me go to the slow-mo version of this incident, and hopefully I can see everybody's comments in the chat.
Do you believe the police are justified in...
So let me take the... So, oof. Oh, man. This is nuts. Let me get a little slower and take the volume away. All right. Take that away. Boom. All right. Try to get the mother out of the way. He's charging with a knife. Officers are backing up. He's not even walking towards them, which is motion towards the officers. Camera pans down. Shots are fired. He drops. Fatally shot. Whew. You never like seeing a life pass before you. It just... Oh, man. One more time. Want to get everyone's thoughts in the chat. I got to refresh this shit because nothing's working. Nothing is working right now. There you are. Now I can see people. This happened Monday night, guys. This happened Monday night. This just happened Monday night. Points a knife, mentally challenged individual, 24 years old, shots fired. That is. Whew, what's everyone's thoughts on it? Police fatally shoot a black man who they say had a knife. Make sure this article is showing up. Here we go. Good. All right, good. Protesters clashed with police hours after the death of Walter Wallace Jr. The mayor said the shooting raised difficult questions that must be answered. Protesters. Let me see. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for doing it. I don't want to get any. I don't have any copyright strikes. All right, let me mute this. Don't do that. Hey, Carlos, if you want to hop on panel, please do. I think I remember you on Sancho Sunday one time. Back in the day. So these are the protests that are now occurring. This is the 27th, which was this morning. Yep. Fights, protests.
Definitely a cop car. I was on my way home. This is the middle of 52nd Street.
Look at this. This was 2 days ago, the 26th. Philadelphia is in uproar.
No justice! No justice!
You can flash something, Carlos, that's not a penis. I'd appreciate, and I bring you up. Like to, okay. Let me, oh, wait, no. Can't do any politics. Shit. No, stop. Stop. All right, give me 1 second. I'm multitasking here. All right, 1 second. I'm multitasking here. Let me, hold on, Carlos. I'll bring you up in 2 seconds. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll bring you up. All right. Are you there, Carlos? Are you there, Carlos? Are you there? You sound like a mouse, bro. You sound like a mouse. Is this Beware a Mouse? Do I finally have Beware a Mouse on the stream? Because that's your registration. You're not Mouse. I've talked to you before. Hop off. All right, let me hop off and hop back on. All right, try now. You better? Nah, you sound like a mouse still. You sound like a mouse. Yeah. It sounds like you're on like rewind or some shit. Yeah, you do. Why don't you hop off and hop back on, my guy? Because right now I'm like giggling because I'm talking to a mouse. All right, come back. All right, come back. Come back. Was I the only one who heard a fucking mouse? Press 1 in the chat if you heard a mouse, or is it just me? Because I'm trying a new strain of weed, but that definitely sounded like a fucking mouse. Or was it just me? I know there's a delay. Yeah, it did sound like a mouse, right? It did. It did. It did. Too Tall Rob, I've heard about you, my guy. Come on, panel. I want to get your opinion on this shooting that just went down. Streamlabs is going to work soon, I promise. I don't think he's been on my panel before, Too Tall Rob. I've heard about the guy. There you go. There's my panel link. I want to get everyone's thoughts on this. This is de-escalation's a word everyone keeps saying. 27-year-old man was armed with a knife. Protests and violent clashes shortly after that. Late Monday night, protesters marched through West Philadelphia, and video on social media appeared to show police clashing with demonstrators. 30 police officers were injured. 30 police officers were injured, in most cases by bricks and rocks were thrown by protesters. Is this Too Tall Rob? Hey, man. How are you, man? Welcome to the panel. First time having you on the panel, Too Tall Rob. You're on mute, though, just so you know. You're on mute. You hit the unmute button, my guy. Or, I mean, like, if you just want to watch, that's fine as well. Late Monday night protesters marched through West Philadelphia. One officer was treated with a broken leg. She was hit with a pickup truck. The shooting took place around 4 p.m. Walter Wallace Jr. At one point, Mr. Wallace, who's several feet away from the officers in the video, walks towards them. As they quickly move backwards, the camera points towards the ground, and about a dozen shots are heard. So they shot him about a dozen times. These are the protests that are happening as of this morning. Bro, they just killed him in front of me. A man can be heard saying, you ain't have to give him that many shots. So we're looking at excessive force, too many shots. The officers had ordered Mr. Wallace to drop the knife and that he had advanced towards the officers. After the officers shot Mr. Wallace, one of them drove him to Penn Presbyterian Medical Center. The father, Walter Wallace Sr., said his son had struggled with mental health issues. Why didn't they use a taser? His mother was trying to defuse the situation. Definitely an unfortunate situation all around. Are you back, Carlos? Carlos? Carlos?
No Carlos.
No, hey, but you're here, though. What's
Yeah,
up, my guy?
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
You said
I
something
have-
about a new strain. I'm going to roll one up and smoke with you.
Oh, what are you rolling? Some indica? What do you do? What do you roll?
Man. Yeah, I had some terrible indica, man. Been knocking the boots, helping medicate my mind, man.
Do you know the percentage of indica you're smoking?
I think it's like 36.
36%?
Yeah,
And that's bad?
that's good.
That's really good, bro. I'm smoking. What am I smoking right now? I'm smoking Kushberry, which is fucking 21%? 21%.
Oh, this shit sends you the nappy bill quick.
Do you have to smoke it multiple times, or can you smoke once and be good?
Well, I don't know. It's a long day, you know.
How many blunts do you smoke a day?
Depends upon the day. All day, every day.
What's your average? Like 5 or 6? Like, what's your average blunt smoking?
Well, I don't smoke blunts. Usually I put about a half a gram in my cigarette.
That's what I do too about that.
I roll my cigarette, put about a half a gram in the front end of the cigarette. Enjoy that.
So do you grow your own or no?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions. Can I get your thoughts on this, like shooting, and what you think about what went down with Walter Wallace Jr. and the riots and protests?
But the police in a hurry to shoot, you know, no tactics used as far as de-escalation. Women on the force with guns,
Right.
always a bad mix. What was that one guy always points out? Quota hires. Yeah, you know, gotta have girls on the force.
Well, I don't think the gender matters.
It's interesting. I mean, I've been watching for a while.
Right.
And if you want to see dumb shit happen with the cops, I guarantee you 90% of the videos will have a woman at the crib.
I don't know about that. I look at all of the notary all of the notary shooters, Michael Brown, Derek Chauvin, all that, they're all males.
Yeah, there's the incompetent idiots.
Well, I don't think what's between their leg matters. I just think their actions are what matters. It doesn't matter if they're a male or a female. If they're police officers, they should be held to a higher standard. and women can handle the job just as much as men can, in my opinion.
And like, gee, we already got his medication reports in.
We're getting it. I mean, that's the thing. We're trying to get reports galore, body cams. I don't even know if they have a body cam.
That's something I want to bring up, because being a veteran and being a little bit crazy. I've had doctors that thought I needed medicine.
Right.
And I dealt with a doctor here lately that, pardon my dog, she's speaking.
It's okay. I love dogs.
I asked the fucking doctor, you got a pill that's going to make me not want to kill bad cops? I mean.
Well, I think you shouldn't want to kill anybody, to be honest with you.
Day and age, I mean,
Right.
I struggle to be a Christian,
right.
But, there's just some fucks that, you can take it be community service, taking the son of a bitch out.
Have you been burned by women before? Is that why you're thinking that?
I'm not really burned by, I've had my bad relations with cops, women, whatever,
I just don't see the logic of women police officers being problematic at all.
No, I'm just saying that women police officers can be a problem.
Well, men police officers can be a problem as well, though.
I'm just saying, yeah, I mean, you throw out some shit like that, you're going to get some hate, but I said it, I've seen many videos broke down, and it's just undertrained women that, I noticed a couple of women there that they were not the first to shoot, but nobody did anything as far as de-escalation in this situation. And I've seen several other situations where, there was somebody on Twitter that just put out a side-by-side comparison of a white guy confronting the cops with a knife. Well, hell, they spent 10 minutes talking to that guy, trying to talk him down and deal with him. Well, this guy, fuck, they didn't even spend 2 seconds running backwards from him and fucking putting caps in his ass.
Mm-hmm. I just got a little.
And I didn't notice one of them officers having anything but lethal force out.
Right. Let me say hi to the females in the chat. Apollonia Crush, hello. My beautiful girlfriend, Jess H, hello. My wifey, hello. How are you? Johnny D, who is not a female. I love you, buddy. Flathead, how are you? Shithead, how are you? I think we need to focus on individual actions and not gender. You know what I'm saying? I think there are many female police chiefs. There are many females in the military. There are many females in high positions. I mean, everywhere. And I think that needs to be more of that for equality. Are you in that old school kind of logic where you're not for equality, or am I just totally misreading the lines here?
I'm not sure where we're going with that. And I just noticed a problem pop up in the chat. Seems like there's a conflict with one of the guests in your chat, that Peachy Rider.
Okay.
There's a legal issue going on between us.
Is there?
And some slander and defamation.
Okay.
And, she's bringing about some other shit there that I don't wish to deal with.
Right.
And I do not have conversations with that person, nor do I be on a panel with that person.
Right.
Our day in court will be coming.
Okay.
And if she wants to continue to spread false rumors and bullshit,
right.
Fly your flag well, woman.
Right. Well, you're the one who acknowledged her, not me.
Well,
Just
I just see.
yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I mean,
she just popped in the chat. You heard the things
yeah.
out of her mouth.
I didn't know about. I mean, I'm still rather new to the community, so like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who has beefs with who. I'm still trying to keep track of my beefs. So I don't know. I mean, I just met you for the first time, so I don't know who you're at war with and who you have issues with, my guy.
Yeah, catch up with me sometime. I'll explain it all to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure. Like, I'm just still a little floored by the female comment you said, to be
Well,
honest with you.
well, I've seen defective female cops out there.
But you've seen male defective cops as well.
Yeah. But anyway.
How are you upset about Discord? I don't like seeing penises. I have a beautiful girlfriend. I don't want to see any penises, Apollonia. And if there's penises, put it in not safe for work. You're okay. Totally fine with you. Nothing but love for you. Don't want to see any penises, Too Tall Rob. What about you?
I'm not
No interest.
You know, if I want to see that shit, I'll go to Pornhub.
Yeah, I mean, we have a Discord that's not safe for work for that. You're the only one I've seen. So if there's anyone else, anyone who is a part of my Discord that hears my voice right now, no more cock pictures. And I'm talking to you, Harry Balls. I'm talking to you, Harry Balls. No cock pictures. Because Harry Balls is the #1 offense when it comes to cock pictures on Discord. My introduction to Discord like 3 months ago was Officer Oak sending me a dick picture and saying, join my Discord. So I get PTSD whenever I see Discord and penises. So my apologies, Apollonia. Please don't leave Discord. That was totally nothing wrong at all. And nothing but love for you. Come back to Discord. You're not the problem. The dicks are the problem. Do you know the problem is, Apollonia? These men who like to show their dicks in porn bombing and everything like that. That's the problem.
Yeah, there's clowns like that out there.
It's all about the dicks. Hey, Carlos.
There's other clowns that go off spreading slanderous, libel statements about you.
Nothing but love, Apollonia. Thank you for your service, by the way.
I mean, there's a thing called free speech, and included in free speech is your slander and libel crimes.
Right.
And, you know, if the wonderful peachy writer wants to carry on with her mouth, let her. It's only for the fact.
No, I'm the bad guy now with my Discord shit. You just brought back to being the bad guy now. Now you want to be the bad guy.
Oh, I had an opinion about a situation a while back, and you know, there was a case that I featured a video and expressed my opinion about it. Somebody went south with her slander and libel. And just because you ain't got the suit papers or my lawyer ain't calling you, Peachy. You know, you will be served some papers and you will be showing up in Kansas for a day in court. Save your money, bitch. That's about all I have to say. But I didn't say that to her.
Okay. Are you continually talking about her because you want to talk to her or something?
No, I have nothing to say to her until court.
Do you want to change the subject or do you want to keep talking about it?
Well, I just, I don't know what to do.
You want a hug, buddy? You want a little hug? How tall are you, by the way? How tall are you?
I'm 6'8".
Oh, wow. So you really are tall. You're taller than me, man. Did you play basketball?
Oh, yeah, I played ball.
You're 6'8"?
Yeah, I played ball until I was in high school and then got out of that, went into the labor force.
Is it odd or is it weird if I ask him to stand up and prove that he's 6'8", or that's just ridiculously tall? You're a little you're a little vegged out right now. Carlos, how are you? Carlos? Are you there, Carlos? This is fucking great. Carlos? All right.
Hello, Carlos.
He was there a second ago giggling.
Must have went and got a cup of coffee.
Philadelphia police responded to a call about a person with a weapon at 61st and Locust. It was broad daylight. 27-year-old West Philly resident Walter Wallace Jr. reportedly stood armed with a knife. In a graphic video of the incident circling on social media, Wallace can be seen circling the block of an agitated state, appearing unresponsive as officers ordered him to put the knife down. Who saw the shooting? There were a handful of witnesses on the block. His mother was there. My heart goes out to the family. It really does. We don't know the officers who shot him yet. According to the video, the mayor and the council, city council, happened to be holding a hearing on police reform Monday afternoon. The news of the shooting broke. Activists on call immediately condemned officers for not trying to de-escalate the scene before discharging weapons. The irony is not lost on me. While this special committee on criminal justice reform is having this most important hearing to talk about the establishment of Citizens Police Oversight Commission, a young man in Southwest Philadelphia was shot to death. Literally during the meeting was when this shooting happened. Now we know there's an internal affair investigation underway. And yeah, this is problematic. Too Tall Rob, what do you think about it? De-escalation tactics.
Case in point, shit is still fucked up and stuff.
Yes, Jess. Go find Apollonia and tell her we need her back. Go get her. We'll protect her. Absolutely. I like her. And the fact that I found out that she was a veteran, I liked her even more. So go get her. Johnny, go get her, Johnny. Why don't you go get her back? I fucked up. So yeah, I mean that's pretty interesting there, to be honest with you. Lots of protests going on right now. I'm trying to see if there's anything live going on right now.
A lot of burning and looting.
Burden and what?
A lot of burning and looting.
Yeah. Do you think that there's any end result to the burning and loot, to all the burning and stuff like that? Like, do you think that ever has results?
No.
So what's the purpose?
Back to the message.
So what's the purpose of it then? Is
what
it?
Do you call it? Situational gain, profiting off of a crisis.
So over the past 12 years, police shootings in Philadelphia have been on a decline. In 2009, officers shot civilians 60 different times, according to department data. 2018, the department only recorded 12 police shootings. Internal Affairs, there's a GoFundMe page. It's raised over $20,000 in 7 hours. Roughly 300 people marched last night in West Philadelphia. Pretty much, they're destroying things right now. They're just,
Yeah.
not good. Not good.
She's
Not
still
good at
wants
all.
to talk shit about that case.
Who?
Oh, the rotten peach from Georgia.
But we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, you see how on point she is in the chat.
Yeah, but you're clearly paying attention to that, and I'm not.
Well, after you've been attacked for 9 months or so, it's a slanderous attack. So what if I had an opinion about the panty sniffing caper? That was my fucking opinion. Embrace it or don't.
Joe, help me.
Get the fucking over it, Peach.
Joe, help.
Hello.
Help.
I came up to answer your question. The looting and riots, it does have basically what it does is turn people against the cause of the protests. And a lot of time it's instigated by the police to do just that. There is plenty of evidence of, video showing that the police are the ones in most, starting the riots and looting.
Which is always interesting. It's, there's more of us than it is them. So you always wonder what is the most peaceful resolution for something like this. But I mean, have you seen the video? I'm like playing it again right now. I'm sure you just saw it, right?
Well, it's playing now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a little bit of a loop for you. Had a knife, charging towards the officers.
They've got a whole belt of weaponry.
Weaponry.
Some are more lethal than others, but it seems like more often than not, the first and only thing they go for is the gun.
Yeah. What about the taser? What about, I mean, would this be even discussed on this panel right now if a taser was used? I need to get some law enforcement opinions, so bear with me, guys, because I got to invite some law enforcement on. Too Tall Rob, you're okay with law enforcement being on panel?
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with cops.
All right, good.
Until they start shooting.
You don't have any warrants or anything like that, right?
Well, actually, I just got a phone call from somebody with Social Security. Apparently, there's some shit in Texas with my name on it.
Oh.
I contacted Social Security this morning. They told me it was just a scam call.
Oh, yeah, it's probably a scam call.
And they tell you to report the scam callers, and it seemed like they had zero fuss. It's like, well, I would like to make my complaint and have it fall on an ear that can do something so this Buckleberry ain't calling my mother next week. Think with the technologies that the police have and this, that, and the third, that these scam callers could be put to bed, but not.
Right.
Rob, do you think the caller was in America or in a other country?
It was a robot call, as far as I could tell.
Right.
Like a
robot. A lot of them are from India, and there's not a lot that the American law enforcement can do to pass it on to the Indian authorities. And they don't do that much.
Well, we talk about the de-escalation process. And the way we look at it is the taser. I mean, it's tough for us to armchair quarterback this shit, guys, because we're not law enforcement. We're not law enforcement. But looking at a life lost in front of us, we got to scratch our heads and be like, what could we have done differently?
A lot of talk recently about giving people the opportunity to go through the, a bit of the training that Leos go through in the, I think it's done like virtual with a sort of laser firing gun situation where you sort of go around and there's a person just sort of standing with their back to you, and then suddenly they pull out a knife and strike.
Like I say, I just, the police are trained to de-escalate.
Right.
They're given the less lethal, and to see them not even engage with that person 5-10 seconds.
Tony, come up on panel, Tony. Now, are you okay with Tony the Tyrant, or is there a lawsuit towards Tony the Tyrant I should know about as well?
Tony's pretty good.
All right, so you and Tony's good. You and Joe Black's good, right? Like, you're okay with Joe being from another country?
I promise I have no current lawsuits against Rob.
No.
I
the
do.
only person I have issues with is the Rotten Peak, and
I got a lot of people suing me apparently, so I got to make sure I don't add Too Tall Rob to my list of people wanting to sue me.
Well, I promise I'm not in the process of suing you either.
I actually, funny story. I was on Tony the Tyrant's panel from my girlfriend's bed the other day, and Tony made fun of me because I showed him that I was in bed to prove that I wasn't going to porn bomb him, which is actually the worst thing to do because if you're in bed, yeah, it didn't work out well because he thought I was going to porn bomb him. But thankfully I didn't. He wouldn't want to see that. Come on, panel, Tony, break down this shooting with us because this is pretty fucking interesting. There's an investigation now from Internal Affairs, etc.
We investigated ourselves and found we did nothing wrong. Right, that kind of internal affairs investigation.
They back up. He has a knife in his hand. He's charging. I mean, are we saying he's charging at them?
I wouldn't call that a charge as far as a direct threat towards the officer. He's just, having a rant. What it looked like to me.
There was
looked like a situation that they could have worked with or at least tried.
Right.
I see nothing but go straight to lethal when one of them officers had a taser out. You freeze and you look, every one of them cops that's got a gun out has a gun, not a taser.
Right.
I seen one video, I think it was Colorado, that a cop, she reportedly, I pulled out the wrong weapon. I thought I had my taser when I shot him.
Right.
I was like, how effective was the training for that officer that you don't know the difference between your pistol and a fucking taser?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some ineffective training.
What do you think about doing like a police training, like simulation course there, Too Tall Rob?
What do you mean?
Like, law enforcement always says you don't know what it's like until you're in our shoes. So my thing is like, what if we put this in your shoes and you go through a simulation course, a law enforcement simulation course, and see if you can see if you won't buckle under pressure and shoot someone a little bit too fucking early.
I'd say I'd probably be the one that got shot more than the one that shot too early.
Right, but it's one of those things where, like, if people are going to always critique law enforcement, I think they need to put themselves in their shoes and see how they'll do.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Well, true, but at the fact, though, that,
because their job is not easy at all.
No, it's not easy.
And
but
there's
they're the one, they're the ones that got up that morning and they made the choice to tie their boots on their feet, pin that fucking metal to their chest, and did the job. They took a fucking oath. Nobody fucking tied them boots on their feet for them. Nobody put that metal on their chest and say, go out there and do this. They signed up for it.
Sancho, have you actually seen that simulation video?
Can we do it live?
Well, you can't do it, but you can see. This was ages ago, but I've seen one of the sort of simulation
I saw the
videos.
one. Yeah. Did you see the cop only panel we did where they did that simulation video and the cop died in the end? That was bad.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly a simulation video. I'm talking about the one they actually play when you're standing there holding this gun.
Like the virtual reality kind of gimmick?
Yeah, that type of thing. But this was ages ago before virtual reality where it was just, but the similar thing, but there was a video. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you'd seen it, because
there's a couple of these. I want to play one of them right now. It's kind of
complete bullshit.
You think it's bullshit?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Sancho, I got a message here I got to deal with. I'm probably going to have to step out and take care of something.
All right, you be
Thanks
good, man.
for having me, buddy, and we'll see you soon.
Peace and love.
Peace.
All right.
I'll tell you why that they're complete bullshit.
All right, so you want to play it first and see if this is what... Yeah, let me play it first.
Yeah, sure.
I think this is what we're talking about.
You are responding to the call of a disturbance in one of the waiting areas in the hospital. No, I need to see now. I go up here 2 hours driving here.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
What? No.
Hey, I'm Officer Kinley. Can I talk to you real quick?
I drove 2 hours to come down here. She want to get me at the doctor. No, I want my doctor. I got my own primary care doctor. No. I don't know that.
Talk to me.
I'm tired of this.
Whoa.
2 hours I drove up here for this. I want to see my doctor,
Okay, I understand that. Don't reach for your waistband. Don't reach. Put down the knife. Put down the knife.
We always want to find ways to offer more training, but we have to balance that with the need to be out on patrol. We looked at getting a shooting simulation system for our officers and decided we needed one actually in our building. We currently could go up to Southwestern Illinois College and use one that's for the whole area, but that takes 2 officers away from the city. So we decided to invest in getting these for our own officers. It's really important that we train our officers in these simulation systems and in these situations, because when an officer is faced with a life or death situation, the decisions he has to make are split-second decisions. And when you make split-second decisions, you really have to fall back on your training and experience will dictate to your body how you handle it.
Thank you.
By having this system here, it gives our officers an opportunity to hone those skills even better so that they can be more comfortable in situations and know when they can de-escalate situations and when unfortunately there's no opportunity to de-escalate based upon the resistance of the individuals they're dealing with, and when they could actually take other actions to move to protect themselves. So the more we train, the better our officers are. But again, by having this here, it keeps us from having to pull them out of the city. It still gives them the chance to do that valuable training.
So just like a normal everyday traffic stop, we would expect our officers to walk up, identify themselves, and start interacting with the person they'd stop.
What did I do?
The second benefit that we have from this, that we've noticed that in our community-based programs that we interact with our citizens, including our Citizens Police Academy, we get very positive results and evaluations from those that go through this shooting simulation training because it helps them understand.
Officer, what do we do? We found this gun on the bush, officer. What do we do? What do we do?
The high-stress, split-second decision-making that police officers have to go through
So we
every
didn't do
day.
anything. We just found it on the bush.
So
it's basically just a test
if you shoot or not, which you could have been justified in shooting because he waved the gun at you. Now, what he said and how he was reacting would lead you to believe that he's telling the truth. They just found this gun and all that, so you probably wouldn't want to take his life. Although,
would you guys do this?
He could have shot you.
Press 1 in the chat if you would do this. This is like, would you guys want me? I mean, obviously, I'd have to dox, which I'm fine with. I mean, Jesus, people know what I look like now. I have a freaking practical wife in the fucking chat right now. Would you guys want me to do this? Press 1 in the chat if you. Okay, let's do that. Let's have some fun. Press 1 in the chat if you would do this. You listening to my voice. Press 1 in the chat if you would do this. Press 2 in the chat if you would not do this. That's what I want to know first. Joe Black, very quickly to say 2. Why did you say 2?
Well, like I was trying to point out, they are specifically designed to teach officers that every single person potentially is trying to kill them and can do so in about a second.
Right. Oh, I just think if you like, you can't, you know, it's like, I'm a big Bills fan, all right, and I critique them when they lose. And at the end of the day, I'm not Josh Allen. Like, I wish he didn't run around like an idiot with his hand and with his hand holding the ball in one hand and all that shit. But I'm not Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we can sit here and be like, you know what, the officer should have said this, but you're not in their boots. You're not in their boots, and everybody reacts under pressure in ways we're not proud of. We all do.
Those kind of situational video things are part of the problem with the training.
Right. So Johnny has this on mute. So can someone tell Johnny to press 1? He says he can't hear us right now, so we'll just tell him to press 1. I honestly think this was what I was trying to get Joe Coyle on, like, to do this, because I think Joe Coyle doing this would be like absolutely hysterical if Joe Coyle did this. I really do. I think it'd be funny as hell. I'm trying to play another article, but I'm trying to make sure I can play it because there's so many. Hey, Josiah, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
So you pressed 1, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that idea?
Oh, I would. That's like, I would definitely do it because we can sit here and talk shit all day.
Exactly.
But we're not in that position. I mean, you have to train to be in that position. And, I disagree with Joe. Like, I believe that officers have to be prepared for walking up to a car, for knocking on a door. You never know what's going to happen. And they have to present themselves that way. I mean, they're not out to hurt you, but they're out to protect. I mean, you don't know what you're walking into. You just have no idea. So you should be prepared for all situations. You have to. I mean, an officer who's going on a call must, like, when you're on your way there, you're thinking about how you're going to, involve yourself in that situation. There is forethought there. You just don't, like, la-di-da. You're going to visit your mother and you're not thinking about it, and you get there and you walk up to the house and open the door. No. You have to be focused. So I think the training would be excellent. It would open a lot of people's eyes. I think Harry Balls and Matt, are really good people to have, on the panels, because they give, like, basic fundamental understanding and knowledge to us.
Yeah.
How officers work and how they think, and they break it down to be very simple. It's not complicated.
Right.
What happened with I didn't get on the stream because we had a big thing with my neighbor here. She wasn't out of her house for 2 days, and her nurse came. And we were all like, we heard the pounding on the door, and it's like, so we have 3 people out there, and we said we haven't seen her. So, but they got in and they found her on the floor, but she has diabetes and that too.
Right.
So, yeah, the ambulance is here taking her now. So that's why I didn't get to come on your stream. So what happened to that shooting? When was that shooting?
Monday night.
Monday night.
It just broke. That's why this is kind of like an impromptu stream.
Okay. It was in Philadelphia, right?
Right.
Did he have a gun?
He had a knife.
No. No. Yeah. Well, there were probably riots and everything going on. I'm sure everybody's rioting over everything now.
Right. Peachy Rider, come up. My girlfriend is one of Peachy Rider's biggest fans, and I think it'll be good for Peachy to come up. She's in the chat. She's typing to me right now. She wants me to. I didn't know there was a beef, Joe. I know you've been in this a lot longer than Josiah and me. I think Josiah. How long have you been in this? Like around a couple months?
What?
Like around the like community panels, all that stuff.
Oh, I've been watching First A.
Yeah.
And that for about 3 years.
Okay, so you've been around for a while too.
Yeah.
I haven't. So I don't know who's at war with who. I'm getting sued and doxxed by so many people right now. I don't know who's who. I don't know who has issues with who.
No.
Just
Are you
about
there,
everybody
Peachy?
has issues with everybody.
Are you there, Peachy?
What was that, Joe?
I said just about everybody has issues with everybody else at one time or another, it seems like.
I'm learning that. I mean, I simply pointed out a couple things that were said that were lies, and it turned into look at me instead of looking at the target. So I know the feeling, but I was unaware that there was beef between Too Tall Rob and yourself, Peachy Rider.
Well, this is, this hasn't been mentioned in months and months, but he continues saying that he's going to sue me, which is a joke.
Yeah.
He says he's going to sue the people that's cloning his account,
Right.
which is laughable as well. But if you play the video, El Sancho, it's only a couple of minutes long. You'll see what I'm talking about, and there's a long backstory with. I'm sorry, I've got upset animals out here. There's a long backstory about all this, and I don't really get into it with him. But anyway, I think the video is going to speak for itself.
Right.
I don't know why people attack other people for making comments. It's the comments. If you want to have a war with them, have a war with them in the comment section. But like all this suing for defamation of character and blah 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 is nonsense.
Well, what's nonsense, Josiah, is he has said this on panel. I swear to God, probably 10 or 15 times his same stance about this video, and it's disgusting. And he doesn't get a pass from it. I'm sorry.
No, I mean I know I've seen Too Tall Rob, and he always has an issue with everyone defaming his character.
Yeah, well, it's funny. He's the biggest tyrant that I know. He doesn't like bad cops, although he doesn't want to see this U.S. federal marshal prosecuted to the fullest extent, getting caught on a nanny cam, sniffing not once but twice a 3-year-old girl's panties from a dirty hamper.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You should play the video, El Sancho.
What?
You've not been looking at the chat. About
what the fuck
5 times I've seen.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. And the thing is, he continues. He will stand in, and you heard him earlier on your panel, Sancho. He says that because of his opinion about this video, and he'll continue defending his opinion about it, which is to me is ridiculous. I don't know. It speaks volumes for the man, in my opinion.
You put it in private chat. It's easier for me to grab.
All
it
right,
from
hold on a
that
second.
end.
All right.
Tony, what do you think I should do here?
What happened?
What do you think I should do here?
I'm trying to pack me a bowl.
But like the community El Sancho, the more popular you become, the more they're going to pick on you. Like I've been in the chat a long time. people, there are a few people who will comment and, not be so nice, but I don't, like I told you the other day on panel that if you don't put food on my table or pay my bills or sleep in my bed, I really don't give two fucks. You're not changing my life.
I was just kind of like confused on how he's like, I don't want to talk about it, that he keeps talking about it. And I'm just like,
yeah, it's all over. It's all over a stupid thing about a guy who was a sheriff. I mean, a marshal, U.S. Marshal, sniffing a pair of panties, and it was caught on tape.
And that's not Too Tall Rob doing the sniffing.
No, but he's defending
thank
the
God!
marshal.
I thought it was him doing the sniffing.
No, he's defending the marshal.
He's the what?
He's defending the marshal.
He said no victim, no crime.
Yeah.
No victim, no crime. Why should this marshal been prosecuted? Now the marshal he pled guilty. He pled guilty. I'm not sure to what. And I am sure that I think he got rid of his hard drive, his computer, things like that before they could investigate further with any evidence. But if he's done this, I mean, my God, you've got to know. You've got to know he's got this guy's got some serious issues.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have you gone in somebody's house and gone in their laundry basket and sniffed their panties, El Sancho?
None. I've never done anything. But my question is, what does he have to do with him?
He's just defending him.
No, okay. So we got into it on another panel. I had told him I was in chat. He was on panel. He's a tyrant. He wants everybody else to have panel etiquette, but he does not have any panel etiquette. And I had said something to him to let somebody to continue playing music, and that's where it started. And he became a tyrant because I told him to let somebody to be quiet and let somebody finish playing their music. So that's where it started, El Sancho. Then he played this video on his channel, and then it blew up from there.
And he is also a defender of NNE, so he goes on NNE.
Oh, fuck that then. Fuck that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. He's a friend of the Salty Rant as well, which by the way, that potato put out my teaching certificate with my full name on it in a video, El Sancho.
Oh, I've been dragged back into the drama, and I can't keep track of. I can't keep track of whose drama. I'm involved in my own drama. I'm involved in shutting down cancer, and now I'm finding out about all this shit's going on. Holy
and Beaver trolled the hell out of you last night.
He didn't troll me at all. I wasn't bothered by him one day.
No. But I mean, Beaver is a troll. And
I know that, and I kept telling Golden, "Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it."
He knows everything that's going on.
I know. I was smoking a blunt. I was smoking a blunt the whole time, relaxing, laughing at him, man.
I want to ask Josiah a question. Josiah, I don't know. I unsubbed to the Salty Rant, but somebody sent me a link. Did you know that he, in a video, put disclosed my teaching certificate? And
I only heard that, Peachy. I don't follow. That I stay away from the drama, but I remember you mentioning it before.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, it proves that I'm not a liar, right? It proves, it made him look like a fool because one, he did it, and two, that I'm not a fucking liar. No one. It's a shame that. Anyway, it's not about him. Go ahead if you want to play the video, El Sancho. I appreciate that.
All right. 1 second.
Yeah, it just proved that I wasn't. I haven't. I don't lie. I don't have to lie about anything.
I didn't know my girlfriend's a huge fangirl of yours.
She's a sweetheart. I appreciate that.
I'm trying to get her on panel to say hello to you, but she's
she made my day.
She hasn't been on my panel since it's been official. So everyone's been waiting for her to interview me. Even Bird mentioned it on his stream last night. When am I going to get to interview her? Like, she knows who I am.
Speak with detectives here, but they've already filed a police report. We want to warn you, the video you're about to see is disturbing. Watch carefully what this repairman appears to do inside the bedroom of 2 young girls. He goes up to a hamper, peeks inside, seems to check that no one's looking, and then
you know what? Is this the right video, Sancho?
This is the one you sent
the man
me.
was supposed to fix damaged floors inside the
No,
private
you know what?
building.
This is not.
But instead,
Is this the guy?
This is a repairman.
Yeah, no.
Different. This is something different.
I'm sorry.
Any sniffer.
Who sent me this video?
I did. Hold on. Let me.
All right, everyone. My girlfriend Kev's here.
Hold on. I'll be right back, Sancho.
Hey, everyone. What's new with you, Sancho?
What's new with you, Kev? Long time no talk.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Dealing with.
What have you been up to the past couple days?
Nothing much. You know, someone keeps calling my phone and hanging up.
Really?
I find it. Yep.
Someone has your phone number?
Maybe.
You've got him a stalker.
Sancho.
Yep.
Why do you keep calling Kev and hanging up?
I call him and talk to him.
It's funny.
Trying to start some beef.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
There's plenty already out there. There is plenty already out there. I can't believe Peachy sent me the wrong fucking video. She sent me a video of like, is that the videos he's been promoting in the chat the whole time?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, that is so fucking funny. This poor.
It's real creepy, that video.
This guy's got a mask and the COVID-19 sniffing panties. I mean, what the fuck?
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Josiah. That's the right one, El Sancho. I apologize.
That is the right one?
It is.
It is the right one.
No. I just posted the correct one.
Okay, so this one you're sending me now is the correct one.
Yeah, that's the U.S. Marshal one. This, it's sad that there's
so many of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Panty sniffers.
That's what's called a niche. There's disgusting niches, disgusting people.
Yeah,
hold on.
It's in the private chat.
I got it. Let me cue this up, everybody. All right, everybody. We've turned into Panty Sniff Live right now. So let's go. All right. Federal agent caught on nanny cam.
Busted by the nanny cam. What this federal law enforcement officer did in a 3-year-old girl's bedroom cost him his badge and got him arrested. And his actions may be considered very disturbing by some viewers. So you may want to remove your children from the room right now. As ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius reports, the victim's family worries he could pose a danger to girls, especially since no one is supervising him.
In North Central Phoenix, the family's home was for sale, and Deputy U.S. Marshal David Timothy Moon was a potential buyer last May. While the real estate agent was somewhere else in the house, Moon went inside the little girl's bedroom. He focused on the laundry hamper in the corner.
He digs around. He's not looking for just any item. He's looking for a very specific item.
He's after the girl's panties. He holds them, puts them close to his face, appearing to smell them. But one time wasn't enough. Minutes later, he returns to the room for a second round with the preschooler's dirty panties.
It's a compulsion.
We showed the video to forensic psychologist John De La Torre. He evaluates and treats sex offenders, though he's not involved in this case.
This isn't someone who's unsure and needs to look around and try to figure out, is this thing going to be what arouses me? Is this thing going to satisfy my arousal? He knows immediately.
And Moon would have walked away clean, except for the little camera mounted near the ceiling.
The security camera, like this one up here, is motion activated. It sent an alert to the girl's father, who watched it. He was terrified by what he saw and called police.
What if he comes back? What if he tries to hurt us or our daughter? What if he loses his job and has nothing else to lose?
David Moon spent 24 years with the Marshal Service in multiple states. They fired him after hearing these allegations. Moon was not supervised by Arizona's U.S. Marshal. He reported directly to D.C., We asked them if Moon had any prior complaints. A spokesman told us they can't comment on personnel matters, but take all allegations seriously. Meantime, Phoenix police uncovered other red flags. According to the police report, a girlfriend said Moon heard police were looking for him, so he threw out his computer. She also said she discovered in his Gmail video of girls doing gymnastics in an email from him to himself. In court,
Your Honor, this is by far the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
Moon was originally indicted on 2 charges of felony trespassing with a sexual motivation, but he made a plea deal for 1 count of regular trespassing, a misdemeanor. The girl's dad spoke at sentencing last week. We're shielding his identity due to the nature of the crime.
She was targeted by a very sick individual.
The dad asked the court to order sex offender counseling for David Moon or at least require a psychosexual exam. The prosecutor agreed.
The actions by a defendant in this case show a need for evaluation, show a need for potential treatment, and that's going to go unnoticed, untreated if there's no evaluation done in this case.
But Judge Catherine Cooper said no. Instead, she ordered Moon to serve 2 years of probation unsupervised in Texas. That's where the former deputy marshal is now living. No check-ins with a probation officer and no sex offender testing or therapy.
The court feels that
Wow.
sex offender terms, in addition to the terms of the plea, would be to essentially unwrite the plea.
Judge Cooper did acknowledge the family's concerns.
It can seem unfair, it can seem like it's not enough.
But she also listened to mitigating factors. Moon's lack of prior crimes, his military experience, his work as a deputy marshal.
The court believes that he is sincere in his remorse.
Sorry, not going to comment about the case.
Moon's attorney did not want to answer our questions. And Dr. De La Torre says it's not unusual for cases like these to end in plea deals that don't reflect the true nature of the crime.
While the behavior that he demonstrates is sexually deviant, there's concern that there's not enough for maybe a jury to say he's a sex offender.
While there are limitations in the criminal justice system, David Moon would have remained a trusted community protector if it had not been for this little girl's alert dad. Moon has moved to the Dallas, Texas area, and we're told in 2 years he could apply for this conviction to be set aside, meaning that it would show the trespassing charge was dismissed.
I hope I don't get hit with a copyright strike with that because I'm monetized. Just for the record there, Peachy, dropping Peachy bombs and walking away. I mean, did she just drop a Peachy bomb? Is that what that just was, guys? Because she just dropped it and here she comes again. All right, so hopefully I don't get copyright striked and shit from that.
Well, if we're analysing it and commenting on it, then you shouldn't.
Yeah, I got PTSD. I always abuse the word PTSD, guys, and I'm sorry for doing that, just for the record. But my channel did get shut down once, so little PTSD.
Didn't you get a strike from Kevin?
Kevin
for showing whose video did you show? There was a news report, and you got a strike because I saw it.
Well, it wasn't a strike. It wasn't like a violation terms of service kind of strike. It was more of a you used our shit kind of strike.
Yeah.
You know? But
yeah,
that's the judge Steve Wilkos hit me with one of those. That bald motherfucker. NBC usually hits me too. You can't do those things.
You know, there's a lot of people that's played this video, and nothing happened. I hope not, Sancho. So what did you think?
I think it's a problem.
Yeah.
I think that we need to follow that motherfucker wherever he goes. I don't think they just have a random Saturday where they decide, you know what, I'm bored, let me go sniff some panties. I don't think that exists. And I think that's problematic beyond belief.
And there's no medicine for that.
No, and there's no medicine for that. And it's such a disease, and it's such a disgusting disease that they don't just fall into a baptism pool and become better or hit themselves over the head and become better. It's society needs to eradicate themselves of these people in some way. And I don't know if there's I don't know, Josiah, and I don't want to come off as mean because I do that sometimes. I don't know if there's a humane way to eradicate these people from society.
So this is my problem with Too Tall Rob.
Okay.
He defends this person and by saying no victim, no crime. He thought that he should have just gotten off scot-free, no victim, no crime, and he has said this many times on panels, and again today on your panel, El Sancho, and that's a huge problem with me. He doesn't get a pass for that, and I think he belongs over with that N&N's group, N&E's group, Brian's group.
Yeah.
You know, he fits right in with those people, in my opinion.
And like Tony, Joe, Sancho, where, like, you're all grown men. Have you ever had a passing thought to pick up dirty panties in a little girl's room and sniff them?
No.
I mean, that's embedded in your psyche. I mean, you've done this before. You've had fantasies of this. It doesn't happen.
Well, just to answer your question, even think the thought of sniffing a grown woman's panties doesn't turn me on.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting, man.
Yeah, much less a 3-year-old kid. Yeah, a little baby.
You know, News New England puts underwear on his head, Tony. I got pictures.
I don't know nothing about that dude. I've seen AFA a couple of times run his mouth, and I just stayed away from them. I thought they were a bunch of clowns, so I don't know a lot about them.
Right.
He's got big issues. Big issues. You know, panties on my head, on panel, and on my own panel. Wow. And it was an inside joke.
What happened to you?
What's that?
Well, I mean, when was this recently?
No, this was probably before you came aboard.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was an inside joke, and I had found a pair of panties in a jacket, and I haven't seen that jacket. And I was on panel, I think, when that happened, and I hadn't seen that jacket in a long time. And I'm like, what the hell are these things doing in my pocket? And I'm like, what the hell? I got in. They were clean. But you know, I don't, and I'm gonna put this out on air. I don't wear panties, and I haven't for a long time. So when I got sick and I was going to the hospital, to the doctor a lot, I would put panties in my purse or in my pocket to put them on. I'd always forget to do that, and they'd ask me to undress, and I'm like, well, I don't have underwear on, and so that's where it came from. And anyway, it became a joke, and that's one thing Too Tall Rob has thrown back at me. Well, she's not, well, that's not even comparing apples and oranges. But that we were being silly, and actually 2 or 3 other people put underwears or put something over their head as well, and we were just having fun with it. But this is a whole different situation with that. No victim, no crime. That bothers me. What Brian has done is really bothering me with going to Kate's house and the things that he has said. And the most recent one with Liberty Bird, or what's his name now? Citizen.
I don't like that name that he has now. I don't call him that.
Yeah.
So I'll never call another man a slave.
Yeah, citizen slave. That's
kind of weird. Kind of weird, to be honest with you.
But the pattern of behavior that I've seen from Rob and I've seen from Brian, especially the latest allegations with what he did to Liberty Bird, it's just absolutely disgusting. I can't. I mean, it truly. Everyone says, "Oh, this is not real life." Well, this shit truly bothers me.
Welcome back, Apollonia Crush. Very good to have you back on.
I love
that. Me and Jess love Apollonia Crush.
I do too. I joined the club on that one. Yeah.
I found out recently she was a veteran, so thank you for your service. And get back in our Discord now, woman. I didn't know there was so much beef going on with you. Who else are you beefing with, Peachy? Just so I know. Who's your beef list right now?
Just I guess a salty rant, and I haven't done anything to him. But I think it's my beef with one of the most hated ladies on YouTube, which is Betsy Peeler, and you probably don't know her. Her brother's Spittin' Cobra, but she's a nasty lady. She hides behind the guise of making banners for people, which is nice to do, which is very nice. But she has harassed a lot of people, including me, texting my family, my brother, trying to cause discord in my family. She's doxed my family in a chat. My dead grandmother, my underage nephew, my dad. This lady is a nasty, nasty lady. So I've had Salty's good friends with her. So yeah, of course, you look at the people who are they're scraping the bottom of the barrel here with their circle of friends. So, but Salty had put out because of this a couple of days ago, put out my teaching certificate with my full name, which I don't hide who I am. People know, I have a PayPal, my full name. My Facebook is in my full name, of course. I've shown, me, I've shown my family, my mom. So I don't hide. And so answer your question, a few people right now, El Sancho, sorry for causing the ruckus in the chat. But when I see him, I can't let that shit pass.
I didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah, I know.
It just showed.
Yeah,
I was
know.
more focused on the women comment that he kept saying, and then I was like, wait a minute, we got women like Apollonia Crush who served for us that we owe our debt to. We owe our gratitude to, and here you are thinking that women do things worse than men. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, he's a male chauvinist for sure. I've seen that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he has major problems. You can say I have some problems with some people, but for the majority, I don't. But I do call out bad behavior, and he has problems with a lot of people, including many women, especially.
He's very misogynistic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, Josiah. Yeah.
No, Sancho, there's a lot of people out there that you're not aware of, and all the beefs that they have with one another.
Well, the thing with him is that he blocked me. We've done some shows. He kind of threatened me in a roundabout way on Liberty Bird's panel, or maybe it was I think F the Police's panel. And it kind of blew up from there. And then I did. Everybody's like, "Oh, Peachy, do a show." And he's right. This has been probably that video is 8 months ago, so it's been probably about that long. But there was a big hoopla about it, and we went back and forth for a long time. But everybody's like, consider the source, consider the source, consider the source, and so. But he blocked me everywhere I went. I did not block him. He actually came in my chat when I did a show. And I welcomed him on panel. He didn't. Every time I come on panel while he's up there, he bolts because he says his attorney says, which is a big fat lie. He's not suing anyone. He says this to everyone he has a beef with. I'm suing you. I'm suing you. Suing people that's cloning him. So there's no validity in what he says.
I like that comment.
Well, if you were suing somebody, you wouldn't bring it up every time you seen that person.
That's right.
And if you didn't want to talk about it, you surely wouldn't keep talking about it.
Well, your lawyer wouldn't let you talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I troll him. I do a soft troll every so often. And then I had a friend is like, PG, he's asked me to, to talk to you, to, stop with the comments. And they have been very far and few between. I mean, I completely stopped. He completely stopped, which I appreciated, and I did too. And then, I don't know, weeks ago, I'd made some soft trolls, and this lady talked to me on the phone, and I said, okay. Well, then she had a big beef, and they had a falling out. So right. It's one of these things. Too-Tall Rob kind of takes advantage of the new people in the community, and this is what he, and I'm speaking of fact. I don't embellish and I don't lie. This is speaking fact. He takes advantage, especially the ladies coming into the community new. And what he'll do is he'll reach out immediately and want to exchange phone numbers immediately. And then what he'll do is he will. He asks
for phone numbers?
Oh yeah.
Sounds like someone else we know.
Yeah, he does.
Someone else who's live talking about me right now.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, he does. And what he does is he'll food porn you. He will food porn you a lot. He will text you. He'll call you. And if you don't pick up, or if you do pick up and talk to him a few minutes, and you have to go, he gets very upset. So he has zero phone etiquette as well. and gets very upset if you don't, I've known a lot of people that's, they've ended the friendship with him because of the phone calls. But he loves to show his weed. He loves to take pictures of his food and send it. And I just think he's really lonely, dude. I mean, I really do. I think he's just very lonely. And at the end of the day, I do kind of feel bad for him. But he doesn't get a pass from me with that panty sniffing shit. No victim, no crime. I mean, that's just, to me, that he doesn't get a pass with that. Fuck that.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, back to that video.
Back to what video?
That U.S. Marshal.
Oh.
I had
What
a
do you
comment
want to know?
about it. You've forgotten about that video?
No. We just showed it.
Yeah.
The shooting, right?
No, not the shooting.
Oh, the panty sniffing video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Talk about the panty sniffing.
My point is, in itself, sniffing some laundry might not be a crime, but it sure is a major red flag or indicators of some crimes. And if he did throw out his computer or destroy it or whatever, then you got to think, why would he do that? What was on his computer that made him throw it out when he was being investigated?
Yeah, he's just never been caught.
That's right. Who's been around, Peachy? Were you around when the whole, it was like the first big scam on the panel showed up with the Colonel, Lisa Marie?
Oh yeah, I was around then. The fake colonel.
Yeah, El Sancho. Do you know about that?
No, I've only heard tales of it.
Oh, that is hysterical.
Yeah.
This man pretended to be a woman for so long, and a colonel, and crippled in a wheelchair, and it was like we kept, like telling Jeff, like this is not right. This is not I mean, I knew from the first time I saw her, like that ain't no woman. That's a man.
Josiah, I don't know. Hanging around this community, I feel like I am smarter than the average bear, especially with using my intuition. Right? I mean, it was like with News New England with Brian. I was modding for him, El Sancho. You know this, but I stepped away a week or longer prior to him putting his daughter up there. Same thing with the Colonel, Josiah. I did not go to her channel. I didn't listen to her crap because that's what it was. She's just a liar and a con artist. She sent a good friend of mine, a YouTube friend, a picture of a vagina and said it was her vagina.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff, man. I mean, you cannot look. I try to tell my mom some of this stuff, right? So I kind of fill her in like weekly what's going on. And she's like, oh my God, she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She goes, and I say, yeah, the drama's addicting, Mom. And she goes, it's that addicting? And I'm like, man, you cannot make this shit up.
No.
If somebody, a writer or a screenplay person, I mean, they could take these stories and do something with it.
Yeah. And I think you and I have the advantage, like, because we were school teachers. So we always observed behavior. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So we know, like I was telling Carolina, I said, like, you can tell, I can tell from my years of teaching, like when a student, just by the way they walk down the hall, that they're lying before they even get there to confess.
Yeah.
You just know. And their eyes, if they don't, if they look at you, you can tell by their eyes. If they're in direct contact with you, they're lying.
Well, and there's a lot of traits that you can tell about a person. And if, there's deal breakers with me. If I see some serious character flaws, like for example, AFA, we kind of stepped in the community about the same time, about a year and a half ago. And I didn't look back with him. He called me when I was in Atlanta, got my phone number somehow. but I did not wafer with him at all. That was, I saw some major, huge character flaws with him. Not just his 7 prior to his convictions now, but he had 7 felony convictions. But not just that, but just some major character flaws. And that's what I see with a lot of people that I see. Somebody who constantly lies, who embellishes the truth, who doesn't apologize, who can't own their own stuff. And I tend to stay away from those people, and I still have some.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I said on Liberty Bird stream that Paulie Crispy called you a fat bitch. Can you confirm or deny that happening?
I have not. I do not remember. I do have. I was just about to say that I do have some animosity with him that I need to work out, and I tried to work out with him. I tried.
So if I were to play the audio of him saying that to you, I mean, it was the stream where they were inviting you on after Brian's daughter was on the stream.
Well, I think worse than that is he threatened me.
Yeah.
He yeah.
And what did he say to you?
Well, you'd have to replay it for me to repeat it verbatim. But something like, I'll get you, or you'll find out, or
did he apologize to you ever?
No.
That's been the issue with this individual, is he thinks that because he's dedicating like a 2-hour stream to talking about me, and he wants my attention because he's dying for my attention, just like he's dying for me to join his panel and dying for me to join his Discord. He wants 3 months of mistakes to go away in 3 weeks without accountability or apologizing. And then he presumes that I should go out of my way after giving him a chance already in August for the shit that he did. And he still allowed Josh Abrams to call me a pedophile with a wrench, and he wouldn't take his wrench away, which is all I ever asked for him to do, was to take his wrench away, which he's lying to people, saying take no relationship, whatever it is.
Well, Sanch, this is
facts. Like when you block me from Facebook Messenger, and I got like fucking 3 hours of content I can do on this guy. I mean, I got over 16 videos of the shit that he's telling his subscribers that he didn't do, that he did do. And last night was just a smidgen of an example to prove that he's telling his subscribers that he was never around during the dead dog stuff. He was never around during the predator stuff. When the first time I was called that, he was laying in bed the whole time and said nothing.
Sancho, the thing with, I saw the whole situation when Anani's daughter was on panel, and he was laying there. First of all, you're a freaking grown man. What are you doing having a conversation with an 8-year-old?
That was the uncle, and now
but see, I mean, like,
not only was that the uncle, but we're supposed to believe they're at odds when he was Uncle Paulie at one point.
My question is, and I have been wanting to go up and talk to Paulie about this, and I've been kind of putting it off a little bit. I haven't been on his panels. I went up maybe a few times briefly, but how long did Brian know Paulie before he let his 9-year-old stepdaughter call him Uncle Paulie?
They met on Sancho Sunday.
Well, how long did it take?
He came over. He was following Josh Abrams.
Yeah.
And he came on one of the streams as Constitutional Crusader. He did karaoke the night 702 and I were on doing karaoke with Josh. And that was literally the first time he came on that panel.
And immediately she started calling him Uncle Paulie?
No, that was right during that stream of the child.
Right.
Shane,
okay.
Is this really you? Come up on panel, my guy, if this is really Shane Coyle.
Okay, so I hope all is well with you guys. It's the ultimate decoy. Let me bust his ass. So let me just say one thing, and there's a bigger picture that I want to talk about. But let me say this though. I reached out to Paulie, and Paulie knows this. I've got it in an email, and I wrote him probably a 3-paragraph email. And I apologized to him because I did see somebody call him Uncle Tickle, And that's about the worst thing that I did was call him Uncle Tickle and say that it was creepy. That whole thing was creepy, and it was, in my opinion. And if you
I
look,
agree.
and I called it. If you look at Brian now and what he's done, he's a creepy fucker, you know. But
Right.
I reached out to him. He didn't get back with me.
No.
And Polly did, and I emailed him. And he's like, "Oh, I tried to get in touch with you through Discord. Wrong, he didn't."
Yeah.
And I called him out, and then he's like, "Well, I wanted to call and talk to you," and he never did.
He's a car salesman.
Yeah. Well, the point being is, he danced around the issue. He never did apologize.
Nope.
He got a very sincere apology from me, and it was a long email, and I got nothing back from him. Nothing, not one. And he wants to dance around it and lie, say, "No, well, I wanted to talk to you on the phone about it."
He wants you to forget about it, like with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
He thinks because he has Kate's acceptance that everyone else should forget about every disgusting, vile thing he sat there and also said himself. I mean, he literally was trying to raise $1,000 to do an interview about the list with Brian. I mean, there's so many things that, from an accountability as a man aspect, that you have to take control, take care of before you invite someone into your Discord and you invite someone into your everything. Like, it's just mind blowing to me.
Well, with Peachy and I being teachers, like we have worked all our adult lives with moral clauses in our contract.
Hold on, guys. We got breaking news. We got a big guest on. We got Shane Coyle on. My guy.
Hey, what's going on, man? Sancho, how you doing, brother?
How you feeling, brother?
I was just checking. Doing good, man. Doing really well, man. Yeah, sticking real tight with the recovery and the mental health stuff. I'm just kind of, just being me, for the first time in a long time.
When we coming
How's
back
everything
on?
going, man?
You want to do some prank calls tonight?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not, man? I'm always down if you want to do some, man. For sure.
What time? I want to nail you down right now because you're a fucking Hollywood star. So, what time tonight do you want to do?
Yeah.
You know how many people have been dying to get you back on my panel, like dying to get you. But I have over 1,000 something.
We had fun.
Yeah,
we had some fun that night.
Yeah,
man.
you were the first. It was the first week I had my channel.
We busted that Rice Krispie.
Yes, who we're cool with.
We busted that guy Rice Krispie. Oh, good. Okay, good. Tell him I said, hey, how you doing?
I think we're gonna get rights on that to help prank call some of his friends. Probably. Let's do that.
There we go. Tell him no hard feelings.
No, I already told him that. He thought it was hilarious how great you can transition from a woman to a female, from a woman to a man voice.
Well, I mean, the truth is, I'm actually a female, and I'm a female to male transgendered, so that's how I do it. I mean, this is not my real voice.
Hey, sweetheart, this is my real voice, as you know. It's a lot easier to be natural with this one.
But I got to still act like a man, you know what I mean? So it's crazy.
You got to still put that for so. All right, so let's do tonight, man. Let's do I don't know, like you want to do like 10 p.m. Eastern tonight or something?
Yeah, that sounds good, man. What's going on? I just opened the page and started listening. What are you guys talking about right now? I just heard something about a chomo.
Well, Peachy, do you want to talk about that panty sniffing thing, or do you want to talk about News New England's pattern of potential predatory ways?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the panty sniffing.
Right.
Yeah. All that
So,
stuff.
did I tell you about the new? Right. There was a federal agent apparently, like Peachy, like sniffing panties. Is that correct?
Oh, I thought you meant the girl that was just talking was. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? Would we just suddenly turn to Howard Stern? What the hell is going on?
No, there was a federal U.S. Marshal who was caught on a nanny cam sniffing panties in a dirty hamper.
Sick fucking bastard. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should be shot in the head.
Yeah, and there's somebody in the community that says that he should have been let go scot-free. There was no crime, no victim, no crime. And so I called this I called that fucker out. I call him out every chance I get, really.
So Shane is a predator hunter. He catches predators.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Shane. I'm Peachy.
I actually nice to meet you as well. Yeah, what I do is I use my voice. I actually kicked off about 90% of the predator hunters you see out there doing busts now. A good majority of them were followers of mine, and they all have their own style. They're all great in their own friggin' way. Not at all in any way copying me. I'm just saying, man, I kicked this shit off in the United States, and it took wildfire, man. And now there's tons of teams out there busting child predators. But what I do is I place an ad on social media saying I'm a 14 or 13-year-old female home alone. Then suddenly all these scumbag child predators start calling, and I answer the phone like a little girl like this.
Hello. Hey, what's up? How are you? Yeah, it's Jennifer Delia. All right, cool. See you there.
And then they think they're meeting a little girl, and little do they know I do that all live on Facebook. So then we go and meet them in person live on Facebook, and well, whatever happens then happens. You know what I mean? It's real hard for me to get any backing by the cops because number one, I'm a felon, and number two, there's basically a fucking law throughout the United States that they will not work with third parties unless a police officer is involved. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening to hopefully change legislation. One thing that's not going to happen is it's not going to change the fact that I'm a fucking felon, but it's not also going to stop me from fucking busting these child predators, you know?
Your voice is amazing. I'm sorry, Sanch.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying your voice is amazing. I can see how you would fool people. Wow, that's a talent. Good for you though with your cause. Hell yeah.
Have you been to Maine before, Shane?
You're muted, Shane.
Shane, you're muted.
Oh wait, hold on.
Have you been to Maine?
I hit my mic by accident here.
Have you been to Maine before?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe you and I should go on a road trip.
Years and years ago. Let's go fucking pay. Yeah, absolutely. A fucking nice visit, right? To sit down with this fucking piece of shit.
Well, we got this guy over in Maine, News New England, who, you know, like you and I get into an argument, we say, fuck it. Remember the guy I told you that was calling me a child molester? With no proof, not knowing who I am.
Motherfucker, he's in Maine?
Remember him? He's in Maine.
Hey, listen, you know, I got a whole chapter in Maine. We don't even have to go if you want. Let's talk all fair about that. You know what I mean? No bullshit, bro. For real.
Well, let me.
I got a whole fucking chapter, bro, in Maine.
I'll give you my cell backstage.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it's you know, when people start pointing fingers and shit like that, the guy's probably a chomo himself. But regardless, man, he wants to say that another.
Yeah.
No, you know what? We won't say anything. You know, and if anybody says, "Oh, you threatened me," it's only a threat if it doesn't happen.
He's called so many people.
You have to use the Asian accent with him.
Oh, he sounds like a piece of shit, bro. Yeah, hey, man, I'll tell you what, bro. Let's set the hotel up, man. I'd like to, we'll bust a bunch of other chomos while we're out there, man. I'll come out to Maine for sure.
He's called so many people pedophiles with no proof. Like,
I wonder if this guy is one himself.
I know, like,
you see how I get proof.
Oh, he literally told someone the other day, is it true that you have charges for raping your daughter, your 14-year-old daughter?
So he just says it randomly out of nowhere to nobody that ever had.
Freedom of speech, he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, when he starts losing an argument, Shane, that's when he throws that shit up. Yeah, when he's lost the argument, yeah.
What it is then, and I'll tell you right now, after busting hundreds of child predators myself and having to profile them as a decoy as well, I'll tell you just what I get out of this conversation about this sick bastard. It sounds like he's fascinated with territorial nature. It sounds like he's accusing people of that. Or that's his go-to. Using his freedom of speech, saying this just to make people.
You're roboting, brother.
Pervert that is fascinated with predatory men.
I agree. So here's a quick clip. You ready?
Wait, can you
hear me?
a
little late.
Yeah.
I was over at Emos, saying hi to Emo, and saying I supported Emo and Lady Di over there. And El Shitzo decided to start some shit with me. And so I had to spread some shit without Shitzo. Give him a little bit of hot time. But anyway, there we go. You gotta like the Shitzo. So anyhow, anywho.
Creepy shit.
Like, yeah, see what happens. Thanks. All right, you too.
Like, we're talking like epic creep, like calling every, like he dedicated.
He's fucking fascinated with big shit like that. It sounds like he's a sick fuck, bro. I think we should put him to busted.
Shane, he claimed that the reason why I'm a pedophile, he said, I'm a pedophile because I interview pedophile hunters like you.
Yeah, he's a sick fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to pay him a visit. I'd love to fucking go and confront him and just ask him, hey, man, you still want to say all that bullshit? You know what I mean?
We have his address. I mean, we called his wife last night trying to get some police help over there, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what,
Sancho.
Yeah,
hey, I'll tell you
They
what,
want
definitely.
Shane's
Link.
I mean, yeah.
What's your YouTube? Yeah, how do we find you on social media? Facebook.
Yeah. My Facebook is Shane Coyle's Prank Call Mafia, but this is my YouTube that I'm on right now. I think, and I haven't really built it up, but I'm going to build it up pretty soon.
Prank Call Mafia. Shane Coyle, the ultimate decoy. All right. Let me plug mods. Can you guys plug that in the chat?
Hey, hold on real quick, guys. Hold on.
All right. Shane Coyle, ultimate decoy.
Hey, sorry about that, brother. Yeah, this YouTube that I'm on is what I'm going to try and build up. I think I only got like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers on it. So, my Facebook's got like 80,000, which really sucks, believe it or not. You know, but my you got to check out Monster, 1.2 million on that one, man. MONSTAH. It's a good promotions page, man. Really good page.
Awesome.
Damn, dude. Yeah, hey, listen, I'll tell you what, Sancho, no bullshit. You know damn well, bro. I'm a same night, same flight kind of guy, bro. You know what I mean? You say the word, I'll go with you. We'll go down there. Because there's nothing better, more content than a fucking confrontation about somebody having the fucking balls to use child predatorial nature as their go-to. That's a fascination, and he sounds like a sicko, and I'd like to bust him myself.
This is the list. This is the list that he wrote about me to how to tell if someone could be a predator. Hide real name, face never on camera, lies about location, avoids background check, no personal info, learn what to avoid, fixated on things concerning pedophile hunters and captures, fixated on learning. Hold on. This is because of you.
Go ahead.
So listen, no offense, but 7 and 8 are because of you. So number 7 is fixated on things concerning pedophile hunters and captures. Number 8, fixated on learning how to make prank calls to homes of intended victims.
What the fuck?
That's because we did a prank call. We did a prank call that one night. That's the only prank call I've ever done on my channel was with you.
Hey, if this guy honestly knows what the fuck is good for him, and this is me, the felon, happily saying this out loud, and it's not a threat because I know all the laws about fucking realistic threats versus in my state, out of my state. But listen, you fucking piece of shit, son of a bitch. You really don't want us to come to Maine. Shut your fucking mouth, because I will fucking take the trip. You know what I mean?
I think it'd be a good scenic trip. I mean, we could definitely.
I'm ready. Hey, listen, bro, you say the word. I'll have 4 guys already there waiting for us.
That'd be
no bullshit.
Let me see what we can do about getting some guys. So, essentially, what
I got a chapter there, bro. We don't need anybody. I got 4 of the fucking craziest guineas you'll ever meet. I mean, let's pay a visit. Why not? Fuck it. If you don't want any fucking, you don't want any problems, buy us some chicken wings then, motherfucker.
Tony, what do you think, Tony? Tony?
What's that?
I want your opinion on this. What do you think? Should I go? This is the guy, Shane. This is the guy. His name is Brian Sessions.
If you guys Shane, if you guys need a female, let me know. If y'all need a female, let me know.
Hell yeah.
I encourage you to go do that, Sancho, because I'm
this guy looks like that guy that played in Woody Harrelson. He looks like Woody Harrelson's dad.
Right. So, I mean,
grandfather.
He's a grandfather. He's 59 years old. With a pacemaker.
Oh, God, man. He needs to fucking, you know what he needs to do? He needs to donate to the motherfucking people that are actually hunting predators. He needs to shut his mouth, and if he knows what's good for him, he'll go ahead and do the both. Do the both of them.
He shows a lot of
extortion, ain't it? That's extortion. Never mind.
He shows a lot of characteristics of someone with a pattern. He did a video with his daughter.
Patterns are dangerous, depending upon what they are. Especially if the tongue is nonstop, just speaking of children being predatorized, and if he's constantly using that as a fucking go-to and as a weapon, it's the same thing as, I'm sorry, but that's fantasizing that's fantasizing about child predatorial nature. I mean, it's my fucking opinion. I don't know.
It's concerning.
Hey, tell him, El Sancho, tell him what he did with going to Katie's house.
Is that everybody right now on camera?
No.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Well,
yeah,
that
was kind of strange for him to go hide at the lady's house. And the I don't think he was hiding.
No, they weren't hiding.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You say the word, Stas. You know my number.
Yeah, no, text me. I don't. Text me it.
And I'll pay for the whole fucking trip, too, man. That's how disgusting these bastards are, man. I'll pay for the whole fucking trip, bro.
So he recently did a live feed where he went to another YouTuber's house and essentially stated, well, you invited me out to you invited me over for dinner, so here I am. And he did a live stream of it multiple times.
And what the fuck is that about?
This is the live stream right here. He actually drove from Maine to Massachusetts.
Talking about nothing. Sometimes we talk a little bit about something and a little bit about nothing, and then sit there and look at each other.
What is he, a sicko?
Mike Taylor, Gregory Jones. What's happening, you guys? Oh my God, you guys are all in here. Twyla says hi, no name. How you doing?
Hold on. I'm still here. I'm still here.
And the whole time they're bragging about how many people are in the room. They're bragging.
22 likes. People, we got 70 people in here.
Look, see?
Smash that like. Come on.
He's literally,
Smash that
outside a female's house.
Who's
a female? Like she's a female from Marshal report. And he's essentially outside of this woman's house. Two dudes
stalking her.
Stalking.
What's going on?
Has this woman made a report?
Maybe she's got a little something on the way home. You know?
This is a sick fuck. He's a predator. Automatically, he's a predator. Doesn't have to be a child predator. He's a predator.
So freaking strange, dude.
This is a woman married with kids. The whole neighborhood got disturbed by it.
Hey, let's give his name again. What's his name?
His name is Brian Sessions. He lives in Norway, Massachusetts.
I'd like to call him. I'd like to call him and ask him. I mean, are you able to send me his number? I'd like to call him and ask him.
We will do it on three-way actually tonight if you want.
Yeah, let's make it happen tonight, man. Let's give him a call.
We'll definitely add him to the list of people to call.
Yeah, and it won't even be a prank. It's an actual interview with a predator.
It's an interview with a predator, yeah.
Invite him to the panel, Sancho.
I don't think he'll ever come to the panel, but I think we should definitely get the main visit into play.
Hell yeah.
So
fuck this guy. These guys are wacko.
Well, you got to realize that there's a pattern of behavior from an individual who goes out of his way to call people predators with no proof. Yeah. You know, he just called Liberty Bird, who just joined the panel. He made he's the guy who just joined. Guys, Shane doesn't know anything about the 1A community, so just bear with him, guys. Just be patient with him. He's learning on my channel. And essentially what this guy, News New England, is he calls himself a First Amendment auditor, and he essentially states he has the ability to say whatever he wants because it's First Amendment right. And it's his right. So he essentially stated because he went to a public sidewalk, he was able to film in public because, again, he was on a public sidewalk and it's not stalking.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's his logic. He is a bully. He not only is a bully, but he's got a cult of people who support him and support what he's doing, and they think it's great.
What's his name again?
Brian Sessions. You will have his information in 30 minutes, I promise you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, send me that, and I'll put that information in the right hands. You know,
you're gonna have everything you need, my guy. Don't worry.
Yeah. And you know damn well, bro. Fucking, we don't forgive, we don't forget, man. I'm gonna put it in the hands that count.
Hey, Bird and Kev. How are you, Bird and Kev? You guys want to say hello?
Hey, guys.
Hello. What's
going
new?
on, guys?
That's an old joke, I guess.
Okay.
What's up, Tony?
You know
hey, Peachy.
Hey, you know what I love doing when Sons, when I get these telemarketers they call, it's the corniest, most perverted old man business joke. Like when you get the telemarketer, what can I do you for? You ever hear an old man, hey, what can I do you for? Well, I over exaggerate it with these telemarketers. They call up and, hi, can I speak to who and whoever? I'm like, yeah, sure. What can I do you for? And she goes, I said, no, really, what can I do you for? Excuse me? I said, come on, girl, just get down to the meat of the thing. You know, I mean, just fucking with them. But it's just that, what can I do you for? Is like, I've heard people say that to my mom when I was a kid in the supermarket. It really sucked. I'm sitting in line and I don't know the kinds of greetings and shit that people give. What can I do you for? Never heard it. All I know is I'm a kid sitting in a fucking grocery store and my mom's saying hi to the cashier and the cashier says, hey, what can I do you for? And I'm looking like, oh, I'm going to kill this guy. Holy shit. And as I got older, I realized scumbag perverts and shit like that's just like this guy Sessions. Start saying sick shit like that. Sorry, I'm on a tangent.
I just messaged you everything you need.
Perfect, though.
And if you need
on
it,
if you need 813 or on the
Messenger. On Messenger.
Okay, perfect.
Check your
Perfect.
Messenger. I sent it to both messengers, so you got it. Liberty Bird, you there?
He dropped off.
He dropped off?
Taco Josh said that he sent you a DM.
Okay, I'll check it. So let's go live tonight, Shane. I think that'd be great for us.
Yeah,
to go
let's make
live.
it happen, man. I'll shoot you a text and then just give me a call, man. You got my number, bro.
Shoot me a text. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing healthy.
Yeah, man.
I think.
Can you guys do like 10 o'clock? Because we're going to go live on another show.
Oh, you're going live on another show?
Well, we're going live at 5.
Right.
On 10th.
I don't go. I mean, I'm going to end this at 3, so I'm not going to go live for another 5 or 6 hours, man. So you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you, because we're only going to do 2 hours.
Yeah, I'll be good by 10 p.m. Eastern, probably. No problem there.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Hit me up, Sanch. I'll talk to you guys later.
I
Definitely.
will hit
man.
you up. Hit up your squad in Maine. We're going to fucking suit up.
Done deal. Let's make it happen, man.
Hey, and don't forget, if you need a lady to help, I'm here, Shane.
What's your name again? Tell me.
It's Peachy.
Oh, hell yeah. You know it, especially with a name like that. I'll talk to you guys soon for sure, man.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Good seeing
Later,
you.
guys.
I'll see you tonight.
So we're going live on 10th tonight at 5 o'clock Eastern.
Stay
so
tuned,
hopefully everybody's there.
Awesome. I'll be there.
St. Coyle will be live tonight, and we might be going to Maine. We'll see.
We got a lot of crossovers going now, huh?
We might be. I'm sorry.
We got a lot of crossovers. A lot of people are together.
Well,
it's pretty cool.
Once I throw that signal in the air, everybody comes, and Shane's another one of those predator groups with a lot of contacts, notoriety, over 80,000 Facebook followers. He's got reach, and he's got capabilities, and he's got action, and he has caught many predators. He was one of the OGs in this who caught predators, and he didn't like what was going on with me, and it was everybody hold on until I press a button, and I think I pressed that button, so here we are, everybody. Here we are, motherfuckers.
Bird, you gonna be there tonight?
Can you guys hear me all right?
Oh, look who showed
Yeah.
up.
Yep. Okay, excellent. Sorry, I'm having mad phone issues and stuff. I just got this off the chargers, working on it right now.
You're gonna
if I want to put too many problems, I'll just drop back down to the computer and just hop and chat. But anyways, yeah, I'm here, man.
Are you gonna be intense tonight?
I should be. I'm pretty sure that I should be able to get things rolling. Whatever you guys need, man, I'm here for you.
And then Sancho's going live in a little while after that, so we got a lot to do.
Yeah, I'll definitely be jumping in that, man.
Hey, Liberty, did you just hear the Shane Coyle conversation?
I did not, actually. I'm just jumping in. I was spending a little bit of time over on a different panel talking to some people about stuff about what happened the other night. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So what does everyone else think about that Shane Coyle conversation?
Well, we got where we needed to go.
Josiah, good idea or a bad idea?
What?
Like everything that just went down with it. Good idea or bad idea?
Good idea. I
Okay.
mean, it's just a verbal thing. I mean, what, you know? Hey,
Right.
you want to bring it about? You got the people to do it.
Right.
Don't start thinking I don't do anything that doesn't benefit, blah, blah, blah. Bam.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, do you, Tony, like you said it was a good idea earlier, right?
If y'all have a level head, you talking about going in front, confronting them in person?
No. Well, Shane has a chapter of, he's a predator group in Maine that are in that area, in the Norway area. And what this group and what Shane has witnessed in a very microcosm of Brian Sessions alarms the fuck out of these groups.
So they gonna throw him some bait and see if he takes it.
Yes.
Wow, that's gonna be awesome. That's why I said a while ago maybe they should use an Asian accent because he likes the Asian women. I'm not trying to be funny, Sancho. Like if you really gonna catch the guy, like get what he really attracts him. I guess I don't know, man. I'm just thinking.
When they see,
I couldn't go confront him like he does. I have a lot of respect for that guy and other people that do that because I would probably snap eventually and choke one of them out.
Right. You got to look at when they see a pattern like this. Guys like this are pretty sure they can catch these guys because this pattern is alarming as fuck.
Yeah, let's see this.
There's
I would put money on it. He takes the bait. Sorry, Joe.
One small problem.
What's that?
You've just announced that you're going to do it.
That's not a problem. You think people like this will stop?
This could go on for years.
You think people like this will stop because they're Sancho Shitso said he's going to do it, so I'm going to stop being a pervert, stop being an online fucking pervert. He's not going to stop.
I think it's one big game with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no accountability. There's no, I was drunk when I said this or that, or I'm sorry. Nothing. Nothing. It's one big fucking joke with him.
Yeah. I don't listen. There's some shit behind the scenes that I got planned that nobody knows about. So, you know,
and they shouldn't.
There's a reason. There's a reason why I put stuff out there and what I do. I mean, Shane just popped on panel and we just had a conversation and let's do it. So believe me, there's multiple things that are happening right now in order to eradicate the internet of Brian Sessions and his disgusting pattern of abuse and bullying behavior, slandering, defamation claims, and just utterly violent, disgusting things that he's prohibited and done on the internet.
Well, I think the last 12 hours, man, is speak volumes on what it's like to feel the pressure of the other side of the coin. It's not so nice when things fall back on your lap, you know, after you push it out there. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's the whole name of the game. Just keep up the pressure.
He's getting hit from so many. He's going to be hit from so many angles that he's not going to know who hit him, and he's just not.
Well, the problem is when you try to live a lie and then you also have problems with, you know, maintaining a normalcy in your reality. I mean, that's my personal opinion on this guy. I think at some point the two worlds have to collide. You know, you can't just go on that same path. I mean, if you're living a lie online and then you're trying to live your life, you know, normalcy, but it's not really normal and you're doing stupid shit like stalking people or, you know, objectifying, you know, people or, you know, being ruthlessly harassing towards people. I think that's the biggest thing I see out of that channel is the ruthless harassment.
No moral integrity, no line.
No lines.
Nothing at all where it's like, you know what, maybe, I mean, there's been times when I've said things that I had to say sorry for and apologize because I'm a grown man who takes accountability for my actions. And if I fuck up, I fuck up, and I say, "Hey, I fucked up, Berg. You know that firsthand privately."
Well, I think
That's
we
what
all
happened.
try to do that. You
And
know,
you,
and I think the key though is apologizing to the people that you hurt, though, right? Isn't that the key element?
well, not only the part of people that you hurt, but apologizing for something that is unbeknownst of yourself in a normal everyday basis. Like I wouldn't normally do this. I wouldn't normally say this, and I'm sorry for doing so because it's uncharacteristic of me.
Yeah, I've had many of those moments in life.
Yeah, I mean,
some even recently.
It's a 5-letter word. Sorry, that is so difficult to say sometimes.
Well, I think it's not hard to say sorry. I think what's so difficult sometimes is to say sorry in a sincere way
And mean it. And
yeah.
not only mean it, but follow through with what you say.
But when you're sorry, you accept responsibility for your
right.
Well, and I think that you need to acknowledge the fact that you hurt that person. I mean, I
Right.
think, and I've had to do this in some of my close relationships, you know, that have been tremendously affected by bad decisions that I've made. At the end of the day, you know, it really does feel good when you can reach out to those people and you can say, you know, I am sorry for this. Like, I should not have done it this way, and these were the results, and I understand the impact that it had on you. I think, you know, if we can actually get to that point with people, there's room to build, you know, because it brings back truth. It brings back a sense of sincerity of I can empathize for, you know, the wrongs that I've done to you. You know, and vice versa. I can forgive you for the wrongs that you've done to me. And we get into that point, and it becomes a very powerful and beautiful thing. At the same time, can you come back from things like what News New England has done?
Well, don't you think that he's hiding behind? He's doing this because he has no talent. He's not really good at anything that he does online.
He's trying to be a Howard Stern.
Except for being an ass.
Yeah, he's a talented bully.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it.
He's not
he has
even
no talent.
talented.
He's not even talented. He doesn't
Yeah.
put any effort into any of his shows.
No.
Half
No.
of the people who do this, like community live panels, don't put any effort. They just turn the camera on and hope for people to come up. Like, there was no preconceived, you know, topic or headline or header. It's just, hey guys, what's going on? Let's talk about drama right now.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Sancho, I think I owe you an apology because I think that I put you in a really bad position that I should probably take accountability for, and that is I didn't really focus on putting together the right content and or bringing content links and stuff like that, and I really heavily relied on your experiences, as you know, and as I asked you to divulge on and talk to people about. I think that might have had a negative indentation to some degree because I didn't have the focus in on the stuff that he said about me. We had to kind of focus on things that we said about you.
Well, we agreed that it was going to be a long panel. You told Fixer it was going to be a long panel.
Yes.
And then you wrapped it up. And I'm like, I feel like a narcissist because it was all about me. And I even told you that.
Yeah,
well, I want an apology too.
I wanted to start.
Yeah, Kevin, you probably deserve
I wanted
one.
to start at the beginning and then move our way because there's so much to do. And then you're like, well, there's going to be another series, another part. So I'm like, all right, good.
Yes,
and
but
then the
leaving
next
it off
part,
on that note.
Then,
Yeah, I
the
totally
next
get it.
part can have like preparation put into it. Like we literally, you came on my show yesterday to announce you were doing it, and I'm like, oh, I'm not even invited. You're like, oh no, you're gonna help run it. I'm like, I am. Like it's in 2 hours.
Totally, and that's what I'm saying. So I think that I need to take accountability for that because a lot of people's perspective on that right now is because of my actions and my asking you to utilize the material that you use for your stuff.
No, I was blamed for manipulating you. I was blamed for
No.
If
If anything, I put you in a bad situation, my friend. So I just
Well,
wanted
it's very
to
raw for
publicly
me
announce
still.
that.
So I'm not accepting your apologies yet.
Don't. Well, I wasn't really giving you one yet, so we'll get to that later.
Y'all can kiss and make up. Make sure you open your cameras. Okay?
No, I got a few more wrongs to do to Kevin before I can apologize for anything.
That's right.
You know, there's been a lot of.
Is this going to be on our show?
There's been a lot of victims in this whole circumstance, but there are 2 primary victims that Bryant is endangering, and that's his wife and his child. The repercussions that this is going to have on them because he wants to play silly little fuck-ass games on the internet.
Well, I think the pressure's on. I think just reaching out to see if his wife was okay and if there was really any type of abuse going on, which I'm still not sure that there's not. I mean, the sound in her voice, is either one of, why are these guys calling me, or it's, I can't talk because my husband's over my shoulder. It was
Man,
one
El
of the two.
Sancho, you're crying. It's okay, buddy.
Hold on, I got to take care of my kid real quick. I'll let you guys get to that. One second.
Sancho, it's okay.
I think he forced her to answer the phone.
Well, if you heard him earlier, he said that his wife handed him the phone and he answered it.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
and then he tried to claim otherwise at first. He was like, "Oh, I was just playing with them. She never answered the phone, right?" He said it on his stream.
Right.
And
Yep.
then he reneged that on that later, that she handed him the phone. I actually reviewed the footage. It sounded like she answered it. She answered a quick question, and then he tried to play like it was still her when he grabbed the phone. And I think that's what caused that confusion. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter, man. I think what it is that if she does really need help, she needs to reach out to a channel or just your local PD, whatever you need to do. Dude. Now it kind of hit home though, because now we're involving things that normally we wouldn't ever even consider doing in order to combat someone that is absolutely destroying what we have been fighting for in freedom. I mean, at the point that you go to someone's house, and I've had this talk with officers before. I know, at least in my state, you can go ahead and be on any public property, okay, street, egress, whatever. But at the point that you actually stop and start recording people's houses, it can be turned into harassment very quick. And it is as simple as pointing the camera at one of their windows.
Especially for hours.
Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes, who cares, man? You know what I mean? My buddy Joe Cool hopped out, and is taking all kinds of footage around, my place. Why? I don't care. It's all good. You know what I mean? At the same time, he's not coming with the intent to harass either. He's not coming with a discord be between the two of us.
It's funny to me. He doesn't go to somebody's a male's house.
Listen, I was
somebody that can fight back.
I was told to show clips that I haven't watched in months on your panel, and I did that. And I pointed some things out that were factual that others said never happened. And that turned into all about this person when the message from the get-go has been going after News New England.
And I think it's important that we keep our focus on News New England. I think it's important because we cannot allow these kind of things to take place in our community, period. And I don't care what part of the community you are, from Wilma Dick Fit to,
I have a
Southside
problem with people calling me out. And I will respond.
Yeah, that's my problem too. Yeah.
They've been calling you out for months. This is the first time you really reacted.
No, I react a lot. Jeff is here as a prime example of that. So I react a lot.
No, but I'm talking about this one person.
You just missed Shane Coyle. Hi, Fitz.
God damn it.
He's
I was
coming on
driving the whole
tonight.
time.
He's coming on tonight. Me and you are going to Maine with him.
Wow.
Oh,
I didn't
We're
get
going to
invited to
Maine.
this.
You and me
I
are
probably
going
gotta
to Maine.
Oh,
get-
Bird, I thought we were getting some lobsters.
You and me are going to Maine, Hi Fixer.
We were, but I
Hey,
guess Sancho
I
just
guess-
kicked us out of the crew.
Hey, you better give me a bulletproof vest, my guy, because I'm probably gonna get shot.
Whoa, Shane has a Predator chapter group in Maine that is very interested in Brian's
badass.
sessions right now. Yes.
Ooh.
And,
man.
You have to listen to the, like 10 minutes ago when Shane popped on, like literally, like what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I'll review that for sure.
It's he's pissed because he's my guy, and
Mead Health calls. I gotta be back.
yeah, we're gonna we might be going to Maine.
Hey, Fixer.
He wanted to fly to Maine tonight, and I'm like, slow
One
down,
second.
man. So, yeah, there you go. Well, he just left and came right back in.
I think Peachy was going to say something.
Oh, wait. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying hi to Fixer.
She just said hi to Fixer, that's all.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
would just like to take this opportunity to apologize to everyone. I don't know what for, but
Yeah?
I don't know, everyone else is doing it.
Why are you apologizing?
everyone else was doing it.
They're apologizing.
Yeah.
That wasn't a genuine apology, by the way. Don't fall.
Yeah, but I think I genuinely owed Sancho an apology for that one, because I really did put him on the spot last night to create a lot of the information that we were utilizing.
I was begging 10th Man to run it because I was like, I didn't know I was running it.
Yo,
Totally, but the thing is that you were the best versed in NNE and his indiscretions.
Well, we had to get to so much more. Like I was going to get to Brian going after Golden and Peachy. Like the whole dating game show they did, that was wrong. There's so many things that I have.
And I think that we're absolutely going to have to definitely address those things. I think, though, like you said, next episode.
Well, as a spectator, I think you guys pulled it off pretty well.
We had no time. We had
the last minute.
We had a meeting and totally didn't even do anything we discussed in that meeting.
Correct. That is correct.
I kind of felt bad for Sasha Crane because she was in the chat and she made a couple of comments. But Liberty Bird, you excuse me, you got back with me and comment. So I'm sure you guys talk about her in part 2.
Oh, well, that was a big thing. We were going to go there.
Yeah.
There was so much. There's so much to talk.
There's a lot. And we did touch on the Sasha Crane thing, actually. So we did speak on it. I think you might have just missed out on a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But we didn't really put a huge focus on it. But we will be bringing a clear image to the things that have been happening.
I've been quiet for weeks about this, so there was so much to get to.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi keeps acting up.
I mean, yeah, and I think 10th said it last night. Like, there is endless material to be discussed about this.
Beyond it.
Yeah.
By the way, hi Peachy. I'm so sorry I didn't answer you. My Wi-Fi was acting stupid. Yeah. What's up, everybody in the chat? How you guys doing?
I would like to talk to Polly. I hate to bring up his name when he's not here, but I listen to some things that goes on in his show, and I keep thinking back. I can't get over the fact with everything that happened, with his stepdaughter, with Brian's stepdaughter, and him doing an interview with her. Has he even addressed that in his show now? Has he addressed that, Sancho?
Well, that's the thing. Like, you and me have seen him for months.
Yeah.
And be disrespectful and just rude, that we've shut him out so we don't listen. I get clips and stuff and people say, check, stuff like I don't subscribe to him. You don't subscribe to him. So we don't know, because there are things as human beings that need to be done before you earn a subscription, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
well,
with
and
you
I haven't.
with you and with me, that hasn't happened.
No, that hasn't happened with me.
And you're not the only one this is about. It's a Men in Black kind of attitude. I got Kate's approval. Everyone else should just forget about everything else I did, and let's move on and bash Brian. Not shut Brian down. Talk about Brian. When the goal needs to be shut him down, not talk about him, shut him down.
So check this out. I was able to actually ask some very critical questions and some interesting questions that I got some very interesting answers to with Paulie Crispy today on his live. I recommend that you guys go back and review it. I think at the end of the day, and I think, at the end of the day, man, I think that we all kind of have the same goal of, are we good or are we inherently evil? And are we going to support what's good or what is inherently evil? I think that there's room for all of us to get along and move forward in a positive way.
He threw a temper tantrum because I pointed out that he was on the panel during the pedophile talks. He threw a temper tantrum in your chat. He threw a temper tantrum in voice chat, all because I pointed out a fact. That's all.
Sancho, can I just tell you something? Can I stop you right there? Hold on. Can I stop you right there? Dude, who wouldn't be mad when they're being brought up in a bad light like that, dude. I mean, come on, let's just be real here.
When
Like,
you
he's obviously
say
gonna be-
that you weren't there and I prove that you are, you need to take your medicine and shut the fuck up.
So this is the thing is I don't really see his apology to you as being sincere.
No.
However, I do kind of see that.
What apology? What apology?
Okay, so well today he actually apologized.
He literally just unblocked me from Facebook this morning. What apology are you talking about? I've been blocked on his Facebook page since August 13th.
Yeah, he actually publicly apologized to you today.
You see how he just presumes that I owe him enough to listen to him after giving him 2 chances already? He thinks I owe him. I already gave him a chance in August. And as he publicly states, I took him under my wing. I said, go to other panels, socialize, get away from News New England. He was going on other panels. I literally helped him with News Now South Florida interview. And that same day, Josh Abrams comes in, says, bye-bye, pedo. And literally News New England's calling me a racist. And Josh literally booted me. And I'm like, you got to take his wrench away. I never said don't talk to the guy ever again. Take his fucking wrench away. He called me a pedophile. Take his fucking wrench away. And he goes, I don't take ultimatums, and he blocked me. And I said, you're dead to me. Like, it's simple. It's the right thing to do. He called me a pedophile with no proof, and he's a moderator on your channel. And if you were supposedly never friends with him, you would have had no problem taking his wrench away because he didn't deserve that fucking wrench. And instead, he said I was manipulative, and I put him in a corner, and he blocked me. And just unblocked me this morning. Literally just unblocked me this morning. Every private message I've gotten from that dude has been join my panel, join my panel, join my Discord. There has been not one fucking apology. He knows how to get a hold of me. You don't apologize when you're not sorry. And he's not sorry. So why the fuck, when last night was the first time I mentioned him practically publicly, all of a sudden he's doing a temper fucking tantrum. When the goal is News New England the whole fucking time. Get the fuck out of the way or you're going to get ran over too. It's that fucking simple.
I just kind of feel like, it is possible that even though we're on 2 different sides of the bus, okay, we're all ultimately rolling in the same direction.
He wants something. He wants me to be on his panel because I'm the only one who hasn't been on his panel. He doesn't want, he literally wants the world to see I apologize to him. No. You do that like you did it the first time. And then look what you did. You didn't take it right.
I'm sorry, Sancho.
Go ahead.
No, I certainly didn't get a fucking apology. And I know right now if something similar is happening right now that Polly's calling out. And so I called something out early with him, adult, being on his panel, talking to a 9-year-old girl on an adult show, and I get treated like that. I got no fucking apology.
No.
I look at it like it one big.
And I have no apology for pointing out things that he said never happened that happened. I have no apologies for that because you got to realize in this, I was the first person to call out, the first person to figure out News New England, fact or fiction. That's a fact. I was the first. It is a fact. I was the first person to tell the world we have a problem here, Houston. And
so am I beating a dead horse because of it?
This looks absolutely like somebody who is purposely starting fires, and a firefighter's 2 minutes away every single fucking time with a PayPal link attached to it. That's what this looks like from a consistent basis. And as the first time I publicly stated that. But if he wants to go on Discord telling me to suck his dick after the shit he said about me for 3 months, and I haven't said anything publicly about him in 3 months up until last night when I said, look who's on the panel. Come on now. Come on now. You know how many videos I can not only put up on Polly Crispy about the vile, disgusting things he has done on that panel, and then the videos that I can copyright strike him that he has shared without my permission, and then claims that I owe him something for promoting me? I never asked for your promotion. I haven't talked to you since August. Leave me the fuck alone. And
you felt very similar on the whole promotion thing.
Leave me the fuck alone. I never asked for a goddamn thing from you.
Check this out, though, Sancho.
I destroyed Josh Abrams. You decide to share the fucking video, and you consider that promotion. Shut the fuck up.
That was a great video, by the way. But
You're a
just-
Walmart version of me. That's who the
Uh,
fuck you are.
I want you to think about this though for a second, okay? So Paulie jumped all over the like verification, Liberty Bird porn bombed and each channel thing, right? Like it made me look really bad. Luckily we had Joe there. But check this out. I haven't got any apology for that, okay? And I don't even really expect an apology for that. At the same time, I'm on some. There's got to be a point where we all move forward and quit choking each other out if we're not really, doing things that are fucking horrible.
There's no choking on my end. There's pointing out facts. There's pointing out facts. When you go on your panel and say, I apologize to him, he needs to move on, when the motherfucker never heard it, because I haven't talked to him since August, and all he's doing is DMing fucking invites to his Discord and promoting his show on my Discord. There's no fucking relationship there. Stop pretending like there is.
Well, I want to say I did, and I said this earlier, and I don't think, Bird, you were here. I reached out to him. I wrote him a long email, and I wanted, I want to move on, but I need to have a personal conversation with Polly Crispy. And I probably would have gone on a panel today if I would have known he was live. And I didn't know that. But I want to move forward with him. I've been in his chat some.
I moved on.
So I'm skeptical.
On.
I'm skeptical of everybody all the time, right, Peachy? I mean, I really I trust very few. There's few in my circle. Often the people that I've had in my circle, some other people for some reason or another don't like. At the end of the day, it breaks down to I trust the people I trust for good reason. You know what I mean? Because I understand what that character is.
Yep.
And so from that, my circle of trust continues to expand as, we introduce each other to other people that we decide to, continue to move forward. And the key element I think that I've found is that, and at least in my circle of trust, I know that the people that I am involved with want to be good people. They want to see right overcome wrong. They want to see justice. They don't want to see freedoms restricted. And it's a balance of so many of these things that are so controversial that it's going to cause issues. At the end of the day, if we're all on the same bus, regardless if I'm in the front or in the back or, one side or the other side, and we're rolling in the same direction, we can stand on righteousness.
Don't fuck up as much as this person's fucked up after 2 chances, and then mirror my shit without my permission. And consider that promoting. That's not Sancho, promoting. That's stealing.
I understand your position.
No. Because now I'm fucking red hot fired now. That's stealing content when you're the same motherfucker, Paulie Crispy, who was on that panel celebrating my channel getting shut down, by stating, well, you shouldn't steal people's content. What the fuck have you been doing since day one? And by the way, that reminds me, there are 2 things that News New England is very well known at doing to everybody. Number 1, calling them a predator. Number 2, copywriting striking. How come he's never done that to Paulie Crispy? Somebody answer that question for me. How come when all Paulie does is mirror his shit and not one copyright strike has been done? When all that dude did is copyright strike attempt 13 videos and only got 1 through. Answer that question, somebody. How many times has he called him a pedophile? How many times has he copyright striked him?
That's hard. Yeah, that's hard. I don't think any. To my knowledge, none.
There's 40 people in this chat who've wanted Angry Sancho back for months. You got Angry Sancho back. So answer the fucking question. How many times has News New England called Paulie Crispy a pedophile? I guarantee you it's 0.
That's suspicious.
Light a fire, fireman's there. Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, that's
I think my flaws. I see the good in everybody to some degree. I don't think that we're as inherently evil as everybody thinks. I think that there are those like News New England that prove to be inherently evil. At the same time, I think that there's good and even things that we disapprove of. So I would say, always keep an open mind. But I understand your position, and I understand the hurt that is transpired in the process of all these things going on. I think that this is the damage of what malicious attacks on people's character do.
You don't just get away with it after 2 chances because you're buddy with Kate from Masshole Report. Get the fuck out of here like I give a shit about that. Like I give a shit about anyone's stamp of fucking approval. I have known and seen through this car salesman since day one and gave him a chance and took him under my wing to help him and gave him one ultimatum. Josh Abrams, who is a vile piece of shit, who is in prison right now, called me a pedophile multiple times in that chat and blocked me. And I stated, you got to take away his wrench. You promoted a safe place. That's not a safe place. Take his wrench away or you're dead to me. That's all I said. Guess what he does? Blocks me from Messenger until this morning. Haven't spoke to him since then. So mirroring my shit, plugging your shit in my Discord, wanting me on your panel, wanting me in your Discord, it's all fake as fuck. It's all fake as fuck. Because the one thing Abrams said about Pauly that Pauly admitted is he's very good at manipulation. Remember that, people. He's very good at manipulation. And if you want to know the blueprint of what happens when somebody for real breaks from News New England, you saw it with me. Masso report helping me out, etc. He's following that same fucking blueprint. But instead of focusing on shutting down the cancer, he wants the cancer to continually spread so we can talk about him for content with his PayPal link attached to it. Get the fuck out of here. Look at intentions. Look at one thing he's done good without a PayPal link attached to it. I wasn't monetized for how many fucking months when I went after News New England and Josh by myself most of the time? And Pauly. I went after those motherfuckers before Masso Report even gave a shit about them. By myself. So don't fucking tell me what I should think when I had a mission the whole fucking time to go after those people for what they said. And there's two motherfuckers that I gave a chance to, and both of them from that camp fucked it up. I don't give many fucking chances. So when I say you're dead to me, you're dead to me. Don't bitch and whine because you're not getting my attention. Don't bitch and whine because I won't join your Discord. Don't bitch and whine because I won't join your fucking panel. You know why.
Hey, you were going to play some clips that he said, Sancho. I didn't know if you had those ready or if you wanted it to continue in this direction or not.
That's way in the back. That's way past.
Fucking
Yeah,
firing
I
me
know.
up right now.
I know, but
You're
we're still
firing me up right now. I played it on Liberty's channel last night. It's on my channel somewhere.
All right.
You're firing me the fuck up right now.
I had no idea Pauly was such a backer of this part.
Nobody knows that. That's the thing. Like a lot of people are like, what do you mean they're friends? I didn't know they were friends. They were there literally. Okay, everybody. This is what I want to do right now. I want to give you guys a good little challenge here. I want everybody to go to their YouTube account and I want them to put in something right now because I want you guys to do it. I'm going to do it for you. Sancho's going to do this for you, Sasquatch. All right. This is what's called the YouTube page called the AFA Crew. It is an active page, has not been deactivated, has not been canceled. And if you look and see who's in the AFA Crew, to me, that looks like Pauly Crispy, Josh Abrams, and John Newman. This is an active page. Keep in mind, Pauly has publicly stated that he's never liked Josh Abrams.
This message has been brought to you in part by the AFA Crew. Get ready to get on with Pauly Crispy, AFA himself, and Numi. Laugh time, bitches.
Never liked them. Remember this. Copyright strike me, Josh. Copyright strike me. You can't, bitch. You're in jail.
I would rather do life in prison than be considered AFA Crew.
The AFA Crew.
The AFA Crew.
Pauly Crispy and Numi.
But he never liked Josh, even though he literally was dead to me because he wouldn't take his wrench away.
Well, you know, that face right there that's on there.
He's in jail.
Look, well, it looks like a guy, if you're walking down the street, you just want to slap.
Right.
I mean, he just has that face that, you know, you want to slap.
You're a prime example, Sasquatch, of me taking ownership for fucking up. I chased you down for weeks apologizing to you, and I'm so happy you forgave me. It's all about owning your mistakes and being a man and realizing, you know what, I'm far from perfect. I fuck up. I make mistakes. That's what life is all about. It's not about just moving on for clicks and views because I got more listeners than you do.
Well, you have to own.
You have to. You have to. That's what, as a human being,
and
you
then
have
move on
to
from
do.
them. I mean,
And learn from it, though. Learn from it's the perfect freeze frame, by the way, guys. With his mouth, Tyrone is probably entering right now to his tonsils. This is great. Literally,
I wonder how long he's been practicing dropping the soap.
somebody screeched. I wonder how sore his throat is too, Sasquatch. But not only apologizing and owning it, but learning from your mistakes so you don't do it again. And when this individual like me, or probably Peachy as well, we don't know if he'll ever do this again because he's done it before. And there's been no accountability or direct apology.
Hey, there's times I'll fight that.
Well, they never learn from their mistake because they never can even admit they're wrong.
Well, that's the issue that I had was he's like, I really wasn't there during all this. And it's like, you were there the whole fucking time. Here's proof.
Well, I just unsubbed from his Discord.
You know, that, I mean, I'm not asking for anyone to unsub.
No, that's my choice.
It's one of those things where I've been quiet for so long, and people are like he was on Marshal Report calling me the OG and all this, being really nice to me, and I'm like, I appreciate it. You know, I told him a couple weeks ago I was going to copyright his channel for mirroring my shit all week. I didn't do that, you know, but I simply waited until Liberty Bird said, hey, play some videos, and I saw him there when he told everybody he wasn't there, and I said, look who's on panel. He got triggered as fuck in that chat room and made it all about himself. I can't believe I promoted the stream. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Like, literally, like, fuck, man. Who are you? You're somebody who needs to realize and understand that 3 months of fucking vile, disgusting shit that you were A, a part of, or B, sitting there with your suck shut. You're not going to make up for that in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, especially when you don't talk to people like Peachy or talk to people like me who you wronged. And the same thing goes to News Now 702, who wants the world to, oh, you know what? I don't owe Sancho an apology, despite the fact that I did 3 fucking days and wanted to dox him. Get the fuck out of here. That's the problem. That makes me think these two people are plants that would not be here if Abrams was not in jail. They'd be on that side of the fence because Abrams is free. That's what that makes me believe when you don't own your shit to the person directly and take accountability. You're a fucking plant. And every single time Brian drops a bomb, Paulie's right there to talk about it minutes later. It's very coincidental to me. It's very coincidental to me because I'm looking at the pattern of behavior and the lack of accountability and the chance I already gave him, and he would not take Josh Abrams' wrench away, and that's why we don't talk.
It's very disappointing to me. I want to make that clear. I don't hate him, but I've been very disappointed in him. That's all. That's what I have to say about that. I've been very disappointed. It's very hurtful, and he may not see it like that, but it's very hurtful when you give somebody sincere apology and they don't give one back when after the things that he has said about me and threatened me. It's very hurtful, and it's hard for me to get over that. And I have been, I've tried to reach out to him. I've been wanting to talk to him, and I didn't want to make it public, but this is difficult. I have been hurt.
I think owning up to it and not just one, hey, everyone, look at me, look at me, look at me. No, you got to earn people's trust back, especially when they trusted you already and you fucked it up. It was the moral right thing to do to take away this cocksucker's wrench for calling me somebody who forgave you a pedophile. And he's a moderator. Any one of these people in my chat that aren't moderators would have got kicked for that. They would have got banned and kicked. Abrams, for some reason, got special treatment, yet he's telling everyone that he never liked Josh Abrams. It doesn't make sense, guys. Trust me when I say this. This does not make sense. The only reason why he has 80 viewers or whatever viewers is because everybody wants to hear about Brian. And this, in my opinion, is what News New England wanted initially was good cop, bad cop relationship. We both have our PayPal link attached. Win-win for everybody. That's what this looks like.
Can I address Brian's recent comments on my channel?
Sure.
So Brian was nice enough to send me some comments, which I'm going to read and share with you guys, just so everybody's fully aware of what's going
You
on.
did screenshot these, right?
Well, I absolutely can screenshot them, but they're already right here for my stuff, and even if they were deleted, because of the way my Google Drive is set up, they will not be going anywhere. So
That's nice,
isn't it? Gotta say, gotta appreciate the internet. So I'm gonna pull this up, and this is what we have. Bump, bump, bump. And I hit the comment section, and I have this great conversation with now 7 replies. And News New England says, wow, what happened to the vid? My response, like all of my streams, that has been personally privatized for my pleasure. He says, as citizen slave, good, I recorded it. I said, not so fun to be on the other side of the coin, huh? Congratulations. You now have my attention like you desired. Wouldn't it be easier if you just...
Oh, we lost him.
Whoa.
Did we lose you?
I don't know. Did you lose me? Where did I leave off?
Your computer skipped.
You said congratulations and then...
Okay, you know that you have my attention like you desired. Wouldn't it be easier if you changed your ways? Maybe you don't think so, but I'm sure time will prove otherwise. Then his reply, everyone said you wouldn't be man enough to leave it up. I see Joe was right. It's funny, right? You guys enjoying it so far? All right, it gets better. Boom. As citizen slave, I advise that you drop a copy of your video off to your lawyer for his review and advise of a settlement offer. FYI, consider this my 10-day notice of intent. This is the best part. Are you really ready for it? All right, I'm going to read you my comment. My stream took place in Colorado. I guess you can start there with the local municipality. Your lawyer can't do shit here. But my lawyer in Maine may have you served sooner than you would like. That is why you're stupid, Brian. You don't have the money to sue me, let alone Kate, and definitely not the both of us. And you don't even know where to get a lawyer from. You're welcome for helping you get your suit started.
He tried that with me, Peachy. You remember this? He tried that shit with me.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to. He did it on your show. I'm trying to find him. My lawyer knows who he is. We're trying to find him. We're trying to find him. We're trying to find him. He was trying to sue me for calling me a pedophile.
Yep, I know.
So it's rinse repeat. Like
well, the
part
funny
of
thing
me,
is he has no lawyer. He can't afford a lawyer. He doesn't even know where he was supposed. He's like, I talked to my lawyer last night at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. Your lawyer's answering the phone at 10 o'clock.
Okay, listen, Sasquatch.
Fucking stupid lies, man.
Full disclosure, Sasquatch. I was going nuts over this, fighting this with not many big groups because I was an unknown at the time, and I understood that nobody knew who the fuck I was. Who cares about me? You know what I'm saying? And I still am an unknown, to be honest with you. But
oh yeah, me too.
I got burnt out by talking about this. I did so many videos; they're all on my channel, so for anyone to see. And I just got burnt out to the point where, like, I need to take this channel in a new direction. And you've seen that direction with all the variety stuff I do. But it just got so bad to the point where I had to say, enough's enough. Like, I have so much stuff that I could hit him with copyright, everything with what he's done to me that I've just sat on, you know, and I guess I got a little motivation when he went after Bird, you know, and now I'm on some shit like everybody wants me angry. Everybody wants me to go after him. And I just think the ultimate mission should be to bury him so he doesn't do this again to anybody else. Bury his YouTube channel, you know, and I think that's what needs to happen because this dude's a threat. You know, this guy's a threat to society, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, and Sancho, like this pattern of behavior didn't just start on live accounts. This has gone on for his whole life. Everybody he's been involved in with.
Right.
People don't change like overnight. He's done this before he was ever on YouTube. He's done the same shit to other people. Everybody on here, I mean, our characters were formed by the time we were 25 years old. You know?
Right.
So all this is just damage, and now he's taken it and he's put it on YouTube, which it just exposes him to the world.
Right.
Well, I'm happy
under the radar.
I think that we got through. I mean, honestly, I think that his wife was probably upset at him enough about the things that we pointed out to her that she probably won't be allowing him to pull the kind of crap that he's been pulling with allowing his kid in the office during live streams.
Right.
I bet you that's a fact.
Right. You guys got to realize the malicious intent that he did with shutting my channel down. Him and Josh, they manipulated CFW. They including Paulie, through a celebration of my demise.
I'm sorry, but CFW is not a high caliber person.
Right, and she was going after me on a separate thing, and then they just joined forces, and it is what it is. But my channel got shut down, and it was a celebration. I mean, there's videos on his channel celebrating shutting my channel down.
When she did that video where she walked into that service yard and then got on the computer,
Yep.
I was done with her.
I think she regrets that.
That is the stupidest fucking thing I've seen. Well, it was the stupidest thing I've seen up to till date.
Yeah, I think she regrets that, to be honest.
Well, and the way she fucking drives, I watched her drive. I mean, speeding through a red light.
Yeah.
To chase a cop.
Yeah. You probably saw my video.
Sorry, that's fucking stupid.
Oh.
No, I was watching it live.
I did a video on it after the fact.
She just recently went put it in reverse on the interstate because she missed an exit chasing the police.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry, CFW.
We're trying to work on her driving.
I'm not.
I'm afraid.
She's a freaking moron.
I'm afraid for her safety and other people's safety.
Everybody else's safety is the issue.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I can't believe that she hadn't gotten into a wreck. It just boggles my mind that she hadn't gotten into a wreck yet.
Chasing a story, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Well, she doesn't chase the story. She throws herself into it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, chasing the cops. I mean,
she
chasing
makes herself part of the story.
I understand Sasquatch, but I mean, chasing the cops to get to film them because she doesn't have there's no scanner there. They've got it encrypted, and so she's literally follows the police to get her content.
Well, following the police and chasing them at breakneck speed are two different things.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that News New England has never been in my chat. Just want to point that out.
Is he there now?
He's over there. Yeah. And I just find that really coincidental that if there's such a war, what the fuck? Like, he's never been on my panel, never been in my chat. He just knows not to come over here because he knows he's not going to get very well. And this is when he had Josh backing him up too. Now he's solo. It's like it just doesn't.
Well, he's got that other fucking idiot.
Well,
Right.
you took out his leader, dude, with that stream. You know what I mean? So you had that one stream, you fucking destroyed his cult leader. Then his cult leader goes to jail. He becomes the new interim cult leader.
Right.
And he's not stupid enough to come over and play with you because you destroyed his last cult leader.
Right.
Well, hopefully Indiana will get a hold of him right after this and let him spend some time in their facilities there too.
Right.
Another couple of years, that would be sweet.
All right, watch this video, guys. So like newbies, he's throwing up essentially. This is the AFA crew.
Or pranks on Brian like this.
Guys, I just told you so with my mother's spicy. What you gonna do with that thing in your hand? Okay, be careful.
Look at this. Oh.
We love you.
Oh, look at this.
That's a setup there.
Look at this. This is
that there is a setup.
Beyond scripted setup. Like, it's just bad. It's bad. It like the whole thing is just Like, there's literally a YouTube channel out there called
It's pathetic.
AFA Crew is like the YouTube channel, and it's just like, oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I don't watch it. I just like fucking SNS. I don't watch him either.
Right.
No.
I trolled SNS pretty bad. I admit that part, but I mean, I don't know. I just know that if I mirrored, and like the only reason why I showed the stuff on my channel that it was News New England's is because it already went through copyright, and I passed. He failed on it. He copyright striked the 13 videos and only got one through, and that was 60 days, and that just expired a week ago. So I'm on some shit where like I can't show anything from Brian like right now because he will immediately copyright strike me. But for some reason, he doesn't do that with him.
Well, you got to copyright strike everything you can from him.
Right. Well, that's what I mean, there's so many things that I've just been like, do I really want to focus on this? And just, I want to move on. And then I'm like, well, moving on has allowed this to become as rampant as it did. And I just think this community would be better off without him.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking stalker.
Does that make sense? I mean, I just think this community would be
just like news now. Houston's a fucking rapist.
Convicted of it, yeah.
Yeah, convicted rapist.
Yeah.
Mouse
convicted
child or sexual predator.
Right.
And so does it surprise you that once in a while one of these pedophiles get away without convictions?
Why are these people getting fucking airtime?
Right. Well, that's the interesting question is why? Let me show you this video. So this is another one from Josh's channel. Hold on. A balance is something. I think that's a comment of the day, A balance, my guy. I agree. I mean, say no more. I mean, that's pretty great point there. So check out this video, guys.
Being American and getting a huge bottle of Grey Goose and blowing your index finger off. Freedom. America. Thanks, Donald.
Hi, I'm Newman Zayat, and I just wanted to invite you all to join us on News New
This is
England
July, by the way.
for AFA Saturday at 10:30.
No, fuck.
Oh, and happy 4th of July. May you all be safe, Niall.
It's only a few months ago.
Holy hell. Going to release that video of you rapping, saying all those terrible things, releasing it tonight. AFA, you POS! Ugh! Sorry. I gotta go make a phone call. See you there.
Hey, yo.
Oh, that was the worst script act ever.
Holy crispy. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy 4th of July in this beautiful country that we live in. There's nothing like it. It's America, baby. But good or bad, we're still better than the rest. Just wanted to, tell you what I'm thankful for. Thankful for my friends and my family. I'm thankful that I wake up every morning. I'm thankful, believe it or not, Newman's uncle came up today. And, I don't know if you know him, Uncle Alfred. And he's spending the day
Which
with
is
me.
him.
We go swimming and stuff. So
That's his other name on there.
Oh my God.
Chunky Duncan.
Which
yeah,
Peachy
man,
knows.
we will. I'm doing a video right now.
Hey, to Paulie's credit, though, he didn't film the swimming hole and a bunch of little girls.
Man, it's going to be a good show tonight. AFA Saturdays on NNE. It's going to be awesome.
He has the audacity to call someone else fat.
Well, I just think the interesting thing is like he's on some shit that he never liked Josh Abrams, and like there's so many videos, including a YouTube channel that shows that he does.
Well, I'm fat. It gives me the right to call somebody else fat because I know what it's like.
That's
yeah,
right.
I don't do that. I don't name call.
Why did it freeze? Just froze.
But see, I own my tonnage.
At Aspen Dental,
It
smile.
just froze.
I'm
But,
trying to
I
lose
mean,
it.
there's
trying
just so many there's just so many red fucking flags that like you point out indiscretions and things that aren't true, and then it just gets to the point where it's like, all right, you want me to suck your dick on Discord? We have a problem.
Blow me on Discord. Is that a?
That's what he
thing now?
wanted. He wanted a Discord blowjob. He
Now we just surpass Netflix and go with Discord and chill.
he typed in the Marshal report Discord, tell Sancho to duck my dick. Then he said in his Discord, suck my dick. So didn't tag me in Marshal, but just wanted me to duck his dick. So I'm gonna duck it. I'm gonna be ducking it all night long. Don't worry about it. It'll be ducked. Because when you stay quiet and you be professional and you focus on one person and you still have a nagging hemorrhoid to the left butt cheek, you get a little annoyed eventually. And I'm annoyed now. I think that's fair, Tony, right? Tony?
I heard a little bit. What was that last little bit?
See, that's the thing. Like the majority of people don't even know that Paulie was part of News New England. Like
Well,
that's
I
the
never
crazy.
followed them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I knew they were around. I've seen them a year and a half ago. Well, at least John somewhere around in that area has been around that long at least. But I watched a couple of his videos in the beginning, but I just seen he was a clown and just stayed away from him.
I tell everybody I came from there. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not gonna lie and be like, "Hey, this is my introduction to the community." Like, I was friends with Josh Abrams for 3 weeks. Like, I'm sorry, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, he fucked you over too, didn't he?
yeah. Well, that's where you can go and see. I mean, you can literally go to my channel. The first video.
Everybody that Josh Abrams has been involved with
Right.
has been fucked over by him.
True.
Right.
Every single person
Absolutely
has been fucked over by him.
Right. And like that's the thing that you can see is you can go to News New England right now and go to my channel as well and see where the breakup between me, Brian, and Josh is. You can't do that with that other guy. You can't go there and be like, show me proof where you guys fought. Oh, I just got sick of the bullshit. Here I am. Donate to my PayPal. Come on. I mean, it's not, hopefully it's not just me, but there's links galore that point to this motherfucker getting called out by me and everything, you know, and having an issue with the bullshit, having an issue with that security guard video, all that stuff, you know.
Let me ask you a question. Has he been over here on your panel to
Never.
talk to you?
Who?
Polly.
No.
Wow.
No. Josh came
See-
over once and got destroyed. Brian's never tried.
And that's the biggest thing with me. I mean, I think that, I don't know.
You fuck up, make the effort. Listen,
Yeah, exactly.
listen, when I fuck up, like, listen, I fuck up a lot. You know? And when I fuck up, I gotta own it. I gotta, like, ask Sasquatch. I chased him around. People thought I was a freak chasing him around so much, but I wasn't going to stop until he noticed and he realized that I genuinely fucked up and I genuinely like him because he's an extremely intelligent, likable guy who's been doing this for so long. Then I found out recently he's a cop watcher, which I even like him even more now. I liked him before for his opinions and intelligence and the fact that he's an entertaining guy.
Well,
And
those words hardly ever run into themselves.
I fucked up with you, and you know that. And when you fuck up, you got to own it. And, like, shit, man, you got to go out of your way to do it. Like, and I think that's the thing that some people are like, you know what? Like, I'm going to throw a half-ass apology in the air, and if he doesn't see it, oh, well, move on. Come on my panel, join my Discord. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know, I mean, when everyone says, how did they break up? You have no proof when they say about me and Josh.
He couldn't read. I believe
there were no racial fights in the
This was me on News New
conversation that
England.
you had. It's not an opinion. There were no
It is.
racial
I mean, it
slights
is an
in that
opinion. It's
entire
your feeling.
conversation.
My feeling is that that's not the case. So I mean, what
Listen,
makes that's
me
it.
And then you go to
Fired
the.
at that point when he corrects his statement and addresses his lie. Not specifically. I'll know an hour, maybe 2 hours before.
And then you'll see screenshots. You've never seen screenshots from this guy on him. You've never seen any bombs dropped. Look what I'm doing on my channel, dropping bombs, showing screenshots, showing how much of a lying piece of shit this guy was. And I was only friends with him for 3 weeks, not 3 fucking months. Wake up, people. And then this is only the first video I did. There was 10 or 11 more that literally shows me going after News New England, going after fucking Josh, getting copyright strike for it, getting called a predator for it. What can you say about that?
That thumbnail is going to change when I go up to this club manager tomorrow, right? And when I say you told me on film,
And this was literally him stating that he wants a fight. He came to the right guy. I haven't been on News New England since this incident. I have not been on News New England since this incident. I've been blocked and banned and called a predator and defamed and copyright striked for life. That's legitimate beef.
Was that? Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Was that after? Was that after his daughter was on panel? His stepdaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was all before.
Oh, before.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't on that channel back when that was going on. I was on the outs, and that's why when I was on your panel that day giving my opinion, he goes, "Oh, you just don't like me," and I'm like, "Dude."
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember now.
Child molester. Like, of course I don't like you, but I gave my opinion on it. I thought it was very, 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 10. With it, but Jesus, there was no content, there was no prearranged questions. It was just like, "How you doing? You want to make me some cookies?" It was creepy as fuck. I'm sorry.
You told me that you fired this piece of shit. Did you not?
Told you on film?
Yeah. I just said when I go tomorrow, when I interview him, and I asked him on film, "You fired this fucking guy. Did you say this? Yes or no?" And then he says, "Yes, I said that." I'm going to say, "Well, why the fuck didn't you?" And at that point, if he is not fired at that point, when he corrects his statement and addresses his lie, then I'll change the thumbnail. Then the thumbnail.
Are you going live with this video?
Am I going live with it? It depends if I have any notifications. I don't, as of right now, I don't have any notifications. But if I have notifications, then I'll go live. If I don't, then I'll static record it.
This is a beef. This is legitimate. These are bombs dropped. This isn't let's just talk about them. No.
A sky red from the blood. Rose cheeks though.
This is what happens when you genuinely don't like someone and you want a war and you want to fight them. You drop bombs. I drop bombs. What bombs have been ever dropped over there besides a PayPal link?
Sacrifice devotion thereof.
Don't wake this beast up, motherfucker. You don't want that.
Now a changing of the guard has begun.
God.
Kingdom that belies the internal.
The clock ticked for Abrams. Police reports, everything. Every stupid thing News New England said I highlighted, and I got copyright strikes for it.
I feel the war paint on my face. I feel the ground.
They were warned.
I feel my heart.
They were fucking warned. So don't anyone tell me, drop it, calm down, drop it. They were fucking warned back then. Who has been accountable for what they've done? Name me one person who has came to me and took accountability and meant what they said from that crew. I'm waiting.
Special alert, you have a show in 1 hour.
I do?
Yeah. Aren't you going live at 5 o'clock or something?
No, 10th Man is.
Oh, 10th Man.
Hey,
yeah, I'm not 10th Man. He is.
Okay.
He and I are we just met literally. We talked before months ago, but we talked really for real last night.
If CFW's listening, I wish she'd come on panel. I don't think she's too.
I'm gonna wrap up soon. I've been going on for 3 hours.
I don't think she's too happy with me mentioning her going reversed on the interstate. But
why she heard that?
Yeah, she's lurking.
No, she would have texted me if she.
No, she texted me.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Yeah. I've wanted to fix things with CFW.
We have fixed things with CFW.
Well, I'm still. The thing is, I'm still blocked on her channel, and I didn't say that because I'm butthurt that I'm blocked.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
I have talked to her behind the scenes about you and have helped bring you two together. And I will tell you right now, she blocked me thinking it was a sock account and still doesn't know how to fucking to unblock me. So don't take that person.
Okay.
That's bullshit. She knows how to unblock.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't make comments, so I'll make a comment on her video. I want to continue supporting and watching.
Right.
But I'm still. She says I'm not blocked. She says that she's not mad, that she loves me and all that. But
she does.
Okay, but so when I make a comment and then I go back and look at it with my second channel, my Peachy Rider channel, that comment does not show up. So that means that
you don't have to do that.
Well,
all you got to do is switch between live chat and top chat.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for that, Sasquatch.
And if it shows up on either one of those after you make it, you switch from one to the other.
Yeah.
If it shows up, you can be seen. If it doesn't show up, nobody sees it.
Yeah, I type in top chat and see if it shows up in live chat. If it does, I'm not blocked.
Well, I think I'm still blocked because it's not showing up, and then I can't retract my statement in her live shows. So I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube thing. So CFW, I'm not begging. I'm not going to beg someone to unblock me. I'll just unsubscribe. I'm just not.
Well,
I have told her many times, but
it
maybe it's
took
just
me.
a YouTube thing.
It took me to point out some shit on Liberty Bird's show that was said about me that weren't true for Paulie Crispy to unblock me on Facebook Messenger. Since August 13th. Remember that, people. Remember that.
Has Paulie reached out? Has he tried to talk to you? Sancho
Nothing.
reached out.
He private messaged me his Discord link.
Yeah.
And his StreamYard link. Hey, do you want to hop on? Like, there was no, listen, man, I should have took away Abrams' wrench for calling you a pedophile. That was immoral. That was wrong. That was unethical. That's not how my mod should act. If anyone that was in the public chat would have did that, they would have got banned as well. Nothing. He literally thinks that I'm going to accept him because he's friends with Kate from Marshal Report, which is stupid as fuck.
Well, I think you're assuming. Sancho, I think you're assuming that he's thinking that you don't know. You don't really know what he's thinking. I think he has a problem with communicating. Honestly, I really do. I think he has a big problem with communication, and he has a problem with making sincere apologies.
I gave him the first chance that he asked for, and we communicated fine up until he blocked me after listen, I don't like being called a pedophile in a safe zone. Don't promote a safe zone and have Abrams block me and call me a pedophile and News New England call me a racist. Those two people never lost their wrenches for that. But if anyone who's in my chat who's not a mod, they would have got banned from that. Treat everyone the same and don't favor the Abrams and then lie to everyone and say you were never friends with them. When you have a YouTube channel called AFA Crew out. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I've never bought it. Since day one, I've never bought it. I gave him a chance in August, and look what he did with it. And now all of a sudden, because he just shut off a switch, and I don't like him anymore. I don't like him anymore, not because what he did to me, because he talks to women in a bad way. When he wants every female's phone numbers in this community. I have proof of that. It's a pattern of behavior that shows alarming manipulation.
Well, if he's listening, I would like to have a conversation.
He's live. He's listening.
Oh, is he live right now?
Every time I go live, he goes live a half hour early.
Well, maybe I should go over there and jump on panel.
Go right over to him and have fun with him. I'm going to wrap up anyway, so don't worry about it.
All right. Well,
be good and stop getting into fights with people named Too Tall Rob. I didn't know there was fights. I had no idea.
Because it hasn't been mentioned in a long time.
Okay.
But he still wants to say he's going to sue me like Brian does with you guys. He's still convinced he still wants to convince everyone he's going to sue me and sue the clone profiles that people have of him.
Yeah.
So,
and I'll be honest, I think that's the only thing that I've ever ridiculed Peachy about was that whole conversation. And over a year and a half of me doing this. So I would say, all in all, sometimes you got to let dead dogs lie, man.
Well, I'm dropping off.
Yeah, you're right, Liberty. You're right.
So,
all right, Sasquatch.
I'll talk to you guys later.
I'm gonna drop.
Right.
I'm gonna drop off, and I'm gonna.
My final message is to News
Good to
Now
see you.
702. News Now 702 thinks that I should just let it be and forget about the weeks of her trying to dox me. She now is stating that if I wanted to dox you, Sancho, I would have done it already. We all saw in the chat her mental breakdown when it came to Booze Now 702. And we all know that she went out of her way to absolutely dox me. I have screenshots of her begging saying the FBI is involved, etc. So don't go around saying if I wanted to figure out who you are, I would have when you fucking failed at it. So I want to throw that out there as well. Anyone else on panel have anything they want to say, please do. Hello, Steve Pender.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce because I gotta check on this hurricane. We're about to get hit by another hurricane.
Be safe, my guy. Be safe. Be safe.
Yeah,
be safe.
man.
Everyone tune in to 10th Man. He's on in an hour, 54 minutes away. So tune in to 10th Man. And I think Shane Coyle and I will be live tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Are you tonight then?
We're going to have some fun, some hijinks and shenanigans. And yeah, it'll be good. So everyone like, share, and subscribed. Thank you, everyone, for the membership. And I'll be back at 10 p.m. with Shane Coyle, our predator hunter, prank caller extraordinaire. So everybody, thank you for tuning in to El Sancho Live. I'm waiting to press the video button, but I can't find it. I'm stalling right now. I'm stalling.
Good.